27. Welcome back if you joined us last week. Yes, if you guys are on Periscope, you can chat on Periscope or on Twitter. It works for both. To the comments about YouTube being down, it was down for some of us, but not for others. So I don't know what that means, but keep an eye out.
Now it's just MeTube. Sorry, internet.
That's okay. We've grown to we've become accustomed to Jake's bad jokes. Yeah. So, we have a couple of announcements up front. So one, sponsorships down the bottom there. You can see we are sponsored by Initiative Coffee Company. Cheers! Thank you, Brian and team. As well as Elderwood Academy, which you can see all of the lovely products on the table.
Jake's lovely felt bib.
Yep, my Elderwood bib.
Also,
his coffee
these beauties right here.
Oh yeah.
What are those?
This is the Hex Chest Mini, designed to hold your mini dice. And it comes with the patented TED loop. Ooh. Which Jake knows because you guys were in the interview where I suggested that the lost interview from PAX Unplugged last year, where I suggested they add a keyring loop.
Yep.
And that's this, so you can wear it on a necklace, have it on your keychain, get it custom designed, and you can. These are your Norse Foundry metal dice here, pebble dice.
Nice.
But you can get plastic, chest X, or whatever you want. But
any sort of mini die.
They're pretty great. So, speaking of, if you guys go to this link that I'm going to post in the chat right now, I'm posting it, you know what, I'll post it everywhere, I think. I don't know if it'll go to every place, but if you order from that link, it helps support Nerd Immersion. Fortunately, don't have any discount codes or coupon codes for you yet, maybe in the future. But we get a small percentage of any purchase you make through this affiliate link. So
if you buy things through the link, then later we have a better chance of getting you a discount.
It's true, because it will show that we have traffic being drawn to Elderwood Academy via our link, and they can track that. So it does go to help us.
So help us, so we can help you.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like that should be in a movie.
It should probably be.
Yeah.
Probably.
Should probably be.
Probably.
So.
Top men.
Probably.
Anyway.
Hello, internet.
I don't know if it'll post to. I don't know if the things are set up for Periscope, but the link is in the Twitch chat currently, and I will add a card below. Yes, the dice catapults are very cool. I have some, they're just not in purview at the moment. So, that will be in the future. But you can see amidst the table, we have some spell books, we have some of the dice towers here, you saw the Hex Chest Mini right here. We got stuff kicking around, we got some codex and scrolls as well with the baffles. Very cool stuff. Affordable, nice, customizable, and in some cases, compact. Right? Take it with you, throw it in your bag. Nice velvet bags help protect them from any scuffing, things of that nature.
I do hate a scuff.
Scuffing is the worst. So that is it for announcements. Last week, I guess this is sort of a pseudo announcement. Last week, we ran through a playtest of the Shadow Race, a soon-to-be module released by Cobalt Press. I actually don't know the specifics of when it'll be released, if it'll be a standalone adventure included in some other product. They're currently in the midst of their Tales from the Margrave Feywild adventure campaign that they've currently released. It may be in there, I don't know. But it is a very cool horse racing adventure.
Did you write your thing yet?
I did not write my thing yet.
Okay, cool. Because one thought I had since last game was clarification on how being, was I incorporeal?
Yeah.
Ethereal?
Incorporeal.
Incorporeal, how that works with progress in the race. Because you have to roll for the challenges to get the progress points so you can move through. So we just kind of we made it up and what we did made sense. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if they want to put in some specific clarification.
It's not a bad idea. I also at first I was thinking about it and I forgot, and maybe you guys forgot too. I don't know, but I don't think you did. But I was just like, why would you not push every time? But I forgot that it requires the bond points to do the pushing. So I actually forgot about that myself. So there is that, currency that you have to spend to get there. So something to consider. So it's cool. Look for it in the future. When it finally comes out, I'll make sure to post about it and then let you guys know. And to Sean's point from last week, it's a cool way to do kind of a low-level thing with minimal risk of death to your PCs. And again, the way playtests work, just to give you guys a brief primer on that, is you have to basically run the module as written. You can tweak and alter things that don't affect the actual core mechanics of the gameplay.
Like names and places.
Names, places, and all that kind of stuff, so that it fits into your campaign, or you run it as a one-shot, which I could have done, but I decided to run it as part of the campaign because that made sense. So I killed off more people than the campaign required. The only person that's required to die is the champion, I think.
Yeah, the centaur.
And I just and it doesn't have to be the centaur.
Right, could have been.
There's a list of 12 people. 12 participants. You choose which one is the champion, and you choose which other ones fit in based on which horses your party chooses. Okay. So if you guys played it, you could theoretically play it again with different horses, and it would be a whole different adventure with different people, different wands, and things of that nature. So I decided to, and it also specifically says, like, you don't have to roll for everyone every time. Like, this is what they do if you just want to do it quick and dirty. But I was just like, I'm keeping relative track of where things are. And it made it a little more tense, right? Who's getting where.
Yeah.
But, I killed off more of the participants so we didn't have to deal with the aftermath of, like, oh my god, these traumatized people.
Yeah.
Most of them just got taken out, except for Paolo. Paolo almost won.
Almost won. But it's a close second.
Close second, yeah. So,
see, it makes sense, because jockeys are supposed to be light so they don't weigh down the horse, and you're a tiny child with no armor.
Yeah. Fair.
What about you?
What about me?
You're a tinier man.
He's denser.
With little armor. No, what do you weigh, 35 pounds?
That's a rude question to ask. A halfling.
Weight.
That's, culturally rude.
You're lying.
Am I?
Yes.
Do you know a lot about halfling culture?
No, but I know a lot about Oz.
Oh.
I can tell when he's lying. Straight to my face. Because he does that. Right there, that face. You see this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, okay, good to know, good to know. That's your lying face?
She doesn't know I'm lying.
Anyway, so with that lovely primer, that was pretty much we don't need to really do a recap of what happened last time for this week, because that was it, basically. The party went and entered into this race because the person they had spoke to had said that she would be able to, which was Jana.
Yeah.
She said that she had, a degree of arcane magics, and she should be able to help the party get the lumber that they need to fix the fighting mongoose, so they can get back underway to sail to Brickon's Homestead.
Okay.
So, you guys, having completed the ritual and all that, and we talked about it a little bit at the end, but basically everything glowed gold, and the shadow creatures and the just dissipated and were eradicated, and we kind of ended there last time. So, there's a little bit of tension, and there's a moment of tension as people are looking around. Some people they saw in the crowd just erupted into golden light, and it's the ambassador from Tortal's gone, and it's palpable, the tension, and then it just breaks into cheers and eruptions for all of the people finishing the race and also completing the ritual, because it set out with 12 people and only 5 returned.
Yeah.
So then people are coming around, there's cheering, and there's more alcohol being waved around, and there's you see corks being popped off into the crowd, flowers being thrown.
Oh yeah.
So you guys are in the midst of this. What would you like to do?
I am gonna give Brita the rod. There you go. You won. Good job.
Woo! Do I get to keep this now?
They tell you, basically you gather from this that no, but you are now the champion, so it's on you to come back next year to continue the race as the champion.
Do I have to?
They say that yes, that is the tradition.
Okay, but what if I don't?
And they said
I don't know where I'm gonna be.
And they say
a whole year from now.
They're like, oh well, everybody is still kind of happy from the race being completed and the alcohol, but there is like this, oh, so you're going to doom us for more of these creatures to return and our magics to fail.
No. You just get 12 new people to run the race, and whoever wins that one gets it.
But it's tradition. The champion does this. You are the champion. You knew the stakes entering into this, and you fought to win. Had you been not interested in this, you should not have entered or lost.
Well. Pump the brakes, Mr. or Miss Elf. You're very tall. I can't see up there.
Aha! Racist.
Racist. I said they're all. I couldn't see.
Whatever.
Rick, not right now. I brought this up before we entered the race. I said, "Are we gonna have to come back next year?" And I was told, maybe.
Yeah.
And
so,
and
no. Let me finish. Let me finish.
You to the second place. Can I bequeath it to the second place?
No, you are the champion.
Rider?
And they come. They put a laurel wreath over you. And they all
last
pick
time
you
we
up,
help a fucking town,
and
okay?
they're like helping you more.
Yeah, no, but like I'm mad at the moment.
Guys, I guess
okay?
we're coming back here in a year.
Is there a prize for winning?
Is there a prize for winning?
Is there a monetary prize?
We have like
Is there a magical prize?
15 boards.
Why don't we just listen for a minute?
Wait, pump the brakes. We got
You already got that.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, Pecker's chair.
Yeah. Everybody's got chair, and I, because it costs literally no more money to order the chairs with arms and without arms. I ordered Pat's chair with arms and then took them and put them on mine. So I have arms on my chair. You guys all said you didn't want arms.
I didn't vote.
Yeah, well, that silence means no. So I put arms on my chair because it feels right over on this side. Have arms for leaning, contemplating. Yes.
Oh, wait a minute.
No,
so,
I said I said I didn't want to have to come back, and then she said we wouldn't have to, and now we have to. Well, there's a lot of weed being thrown out, like bringing an ass to. But like, you know what I'm saying?
We should go to Ben.
Why would we go there?
Yeah, why would we go there?
I don't know.
Do you have one good reason to go to Ben Wave?
What time of the year is it right now? So that we can tell.
Well, now let's talk about something else.
Whether we need to come back here or not.
Why are you so upset about that?
About what?
Because I'm not going to pull away.
Because it's so far away, and I'm tired.
Alright, so there were a lot of things said all at once. So I'm going to try and get through all of them.
Okay.
So, a couple of points. The one elf will say to you that, yes, maybe, you might not have won.
That was not my question, and that was not the answer.
Well, you won. Well, you didn't win.
I don't
have to come back.
I have to do shit.
You're right. You don't have to do anything.
I'm upset that I was lied to. I was told we wouldn't have to come back if we won, and we do.
Don't you want to visit your friend now, maybe?
What friend?
A year?
What friend?
With the magic?
Yeah, no.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, the dude?
Yeah.
We're not friends. We're
Friends.
Wait, you're not friends?
I don't even know his name.
Wait, you don't
Yeah,
like...
I thought his name was Rob.
You don't
hung out
like...
with him like all
No,
night.
that was what he called his...
Oh, okay.
Magic.
Rod.
I still haven't seen this guy with a magic rod. I don't know what you guys are talking
Infinite
about.
potential.
Okay.
It's a sight. It is. Not subtle. But yeah, I didn't even ask his name. Like,
The
friends
best magic
the wrong
is-
word.
You don't
That's
keep
true.
elves as friends? What is wrong with you?
What does that even mean? No, I just don't know that guy's name. Why are you like this?
I was being...
That would be my new favorite catchphrase that I'm going.
Why are you?
Why are you like this?
Okay. Not
Why
here
does
nor
he
there.
like
I don't
this?
know.
Oh, wait, what's the prize, though? Seriously.
And they're like, okay, so first of all, you had a question about the time of year.
Yes.
So let me get you the time of year because I was tracking it at one point here.
Looks like this snowman's lips are made out of bacon. Pretty poorly drawn.
I went to go check my weight, and I accidentally turned to Morg's page, so it's like, I'm 286 pounds?
You're a fat halfling. You are morbidly obese
You are
halfling.
literally fatter than you are.
You are literally, you're a pancake.
Yeah,
You're just sitting and you're just a pancake.
I'm a human chode.
You.
Sorry, halfling chode. No, I'm 41 pounds, okay? I'm not 35 pounds.
I could throw you.
Wait, I
Easily.
Yeah.
am I gonna get killed next time?
No,
Because
I'm
whoever the
like-
champion was got killed this time.
Well, they'll say, so did several other people. Are you only worried about... We have lost several citizens, not just the champion.
Hey, man,
Well, he was the first one to get literally ripped apart by demon
She's
trees.
just a kid.
Like, is that gonna happen every single time? This going
Hasn't
in and out
happened
of
in
the
5
shadow?
centuries.
Alright.
Alright, so
Well,
maybe we're good for like 5
Alright.
centuries. I'd say just do it.
Well, I mean, it's a year from now. We'll see where life takes us.
We might all be dead.
It's true. What happens if I die out in the world?
It's terrible.
Well, then
If you die in the world,
you die for
here.
real. Yes.
No, I know. But, like, what happens here?
That's not really your concern. You're dead.
Yeah,
Doesn't affect you.
that's how
Yeah,
it
but
works.
am I gonna like? Are they gonna die now? Because I'm dead.
Does it? It's not
Does
really.
it? Does it go to the
it's not
second
your
place
problem
person? Do they become the new champion?
No.
Yes.
Like a first runner-up
Yes.
type thing?
Yes.
anymore.
Totally.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Right.
Where is the nearest flagon of anything alcoholic?
Okay. So there's that.
Thanks.
So you guys, if I recall, when you had entered into the woods, basically from Concord, that was around, I believe I remember saying that was the month of storms, which was
Yes.
where it started raining. And you guys traveled for probably, you guys I think have been on the road and from the forest all the way through and all of your stops and all of that time. I think it's reasonable to say it's probably been about 40 days, I don't think.
That makes sense.
That's all right.
So that let's make today then. Today being episode
Tuesday.
27.
It's gonna be the day.
Well, yeah.
No.
I know. That's what-
So
Morning day.
Evrand 27 will be day 1 of the month of the harvest.
But
So
What will we reap?
there you go.
That's
It's
all it is.
starting to become fall time.
A harvest.
I read some cock. that
You reaped a
does that
rooster?
count? I
Yes.
How does that
did.
work?
Well, how do you think they make chicken nuggets?
With chickens.
Oh, actually, that doesn't make sense. See, even I'm learning something today.
Yeah, you don't normally eat roosters.
Well, not with that attitude.
No, you're right.
I don't know why though. Chickens are more valuable. They lay eggs. You would want to kill the rooster, keep the chickens.
Yeah, I'll taste it.
Yeah, but the chickens get fatter. So it's more meat. And it's
That-
better meat.
That's a good point too.
Females pack on fat so that they can have babies.
Good to know.
Mhm.
See, look at us all learning. It's a sound I make when I drink.
Yeah, the other people in the crowd are like, that's
It's an annoying noise.
yeah.
So about this prize.
Right. So the prize is 5,000 gold pieces.
Woo!
Straight to the party fund.
Ah, excuse you.
A percentage to the party fund. You're part of the party.
Here's the dust.
That is a huge percentage.
I was.
2%.
Yeah, I saved your life, right?
You guys need it more than I do.
Ain't that the fucking truth?
Oh, maybe now you can get horses.
I can't ride a horse.
Yeah, but
I
they
would
wanted
murder
one.
it.
That's why I got him a snow globe. It had a horse in it. So in case he didn't get a horse, he had a horse.
Is there a third place prize?
And they're like,
Is
no.
that right?
Fair enough. Where's Jenna? Jenna.
After you guys search about for a little bit through the revelry, and you eventually find her, and she just has a look of relief, exhaustion, and relief.
All right. Well, Jenna, I hope the spectacle of death and us getting transported into a different dimension was enough to prove to the townsfolk that you were right the whole time. I hope feeling right feels good. And can we please go
Fix our ship.
Fix our ship?
Isn't it? Oh, is it still during the day, or is it?
It's
nighttime at this
the well. It would you guys.
It would still be the morning of
It
the
would
race.
be. It would call it like 1:00
point? Oh, okay.
in the afternoon.
Can we eat food first?
And she will tell you that she.
We don't have enough money.
I call some bullshit.
I'm not paying. I'm pointedly looking away from you.
Yeah, I know. I know.
All right, so yeah, she'll say, yeah, we can leave now. I have it prepared, so.
All right, let's go take care of this.
All right, let's go take care of this. Sorry, we can't.
We don't have time.
We
Let's
don't
go.
have time. Let's go.
Are there any food
Wait.
rolls?
Of course.
Never
I'm
seen
gonna
anybody
take it.
flirt so terribly in my entire life. Let's leave these poor elven women in
Grab
peace.
some food, flip a gold piece.
I'm gonna mage hand, grab some food.
And that gold piece.
Gold piece.
That's
Super
fine.
high.
Haha.
Mm.
Evil.
28 for sleight of hand to steal that gold piece.
Sure. Need it. Party fund.
No, that's my fund.
Oh, I don't see it.
The boss's fund.
So you have that one gold piece. You have your 5,000 gold pieces for your prize. You have to return the scepter, as it's part of the town ritual. And you guys set out on a trek with Jana to go into the woods to go find Dick and Barry and the Fighting Mongoose.
Alright.
Okay, so it takes you guys probably about 2 hours now because you're traveling with someone who is not really accustomed to road travel.
Okay.
And wood travel. You eventually make your way there. And you see that Dick and Barry are out working, doing cleaning and kind of preparing. And you see that he's kind of cut the boards that were on where the rock had impacted the side of the ship. He has since cut them all to be straight so they're ready to receive boards.
To receive wood, as it were.
I guess, but that's a bit of a stretch.
I think it works.
Of course you can. Anyway.
Something to stretch.
It's no that guy. He's ready to receive.
A bit. What?
What?
Something of stretch.
Something.
So fixing this shit.
And she's like, you said there was wood?
Oh yeah, this is
Down
I lead her
tree.
to the tree that we hid, we sheltered under.
Okay.
Its roots.
Alright, and she investigates the...
+2.
It was... Alright. She investigates the downed tree. And she reads through her spell book, finding the specifics of the spell, and says that with a casting of it, it will take 10 minutes to cast. And she can fabricate a large or smaller object contained within a 10-foot cube or 8 connected 5-foot cubes, which is what she would do. Given a sufficient quantity of raw material. So the tricky part is the way things are described in the spell. You can fabricate. So she could basically make one board that is 40 feet long.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's probably her best bet per casting. So the tree is about that long. from root to canopy. So she sits down with her spell book in front of this tree. 10 minutes go by. I don't know what you guys are doing during the time that this is happening.
I'm gonna watch. Maybe I'll pick up a trick or two from her spell casting.
I'll see if Dick needs any help.
Okay. Wait.
Oh, keep watch.
This guy. You're learning. You've grown so much. Here you go.
Right. Oh,
That's your guidance. Was that a D4?
Yeah.
Alright.
Does anybody else need help with anything? Because if not, I'm just gonna chill. Maybe punch my rock.
Level.
I don't know. It's up to you.
hey.
I'm gonna punch my rock. Oh no, I'm gonna hang out with Tad Cooper. I haven't seen him for a while.
Fine. So, you hang out with Ted Cooper, you help Dick, you watch, and you keep watch. 10 minutes go by, and you see that as the incantation completes, the tree itself sort of shimmers and shifts, and almost, like in the blink of an eye, it wasn't there, and then it's there. A carved chunk of the tree is removed, and in its place, sitting atop it, is a 40-foot long plank to the specifications that Dick needs. So this can now be then cut and sawed to fit the dimensions that you need, but you needed how many boards?
15 boards, 20 feet long, 1 foot wide.
Okay, so with this, let's say you can get 2 of your boards, but that's 1 casting. So this will require several castings to get what you need.
All right.
So she's got 3 more castings of this today.
This isn't a spell I could make a scroll of, right?
No.
Mm-mm.
You have to know
Yeah, it's a higher level.
it. Be able to cast it.
Yeah. So she will take the next 30 minutes and do this 3 more times. And you're carved through about half of this tree in doing so. So you now have 4 40-foot long planks.
Right. So we are.
We'll have 8 of what we need, right? Because we need 15, 20 foot.
Yes, 15, yeah.
Well, 10 to 15, it said. Right?
That's
Between
15
10 and
to 20.
15,
Oh, 15 boards. Okay.
15 to 20 feet.
Yeah. So, depending on how you size this and how much math do you want to do, I don't want to do it. You can tell me how many boards you get, and then we'll go from there.
Now Rick doesn't do math.
That's true, but Jake does.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
Jake's not here.
That is also true. So,
You're smart, Oz.
What?
Math, man.
He's a math man
Sure.
of the math people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, Dick, we're just gonna cut these all in half.
and he says, yes.
Start.
Sure.
Move 'em around better.
Yep, and you guys work, and he has tools, hand tools, boat swing tools, for cutting pull saws and whatnot to make quick work of this.
Alright.
So you and him work together, and you cut the boards to the length, and Jenna immediately starts taking a short rest. And what about the rest of you? Because she's a reminder that this whole process took 40 minutes. So you're just hanging out watching the whole time, and you're helping, and you're just hanging out, and you're keeping watch. Okay.
I mean, if people need
When
help,
she's
I'll get up and
yeah,
help,
when
but,
she
like,
starts taking the short rest, I'll have a chat with her about magic.
Okay.
Ask for some pointers.
And she asks, what kind of pointers?
I don't know, just learning as I go, trying to dabble.
Weather eye.
These are the things I can do, and I explain
Not
them
on
as
both.
I know.
Which were...
Is that a weathered eye? So.
Just one.
Sleep, disguise self, find familiar, and touch hideous laughter. Mage hand, booming blade, and mending. Are there cantrips on there? So yeah, any kind of I don't know, any literature that you can recommend, anything.
And she
I
was...
mean, I'm not looking for spell scrolls or anything like that. Just kind of, a lot more about magic than I do. Looking for some pointers on how I can get a little better.
I feel like Rick has something he wants to say.
Well, Rick's not there, so.
Oh, I'm right here.
She says, it seems you have a penchant for illusion and enchantment magic.
Well, so far, it seems to be what I'm best at. But my favorite things I do are neither of those. So, conundrum.
And she says, well, I will tell you And she kind of like looks you up and down, and she says, "What's your major role in this group? What do you do? What is your piece?"
I am sneaky.
Okay.
I am quiet when I need to be, which sometimes they are not. And I am the reasonable objector. That's the title I would give myself. When they come up with a truly terrible idea, I tell them not to do that.
And she says, "Well, in the future, might I recommend a couple spells to look into?"
Yes, I would love that.
And she will tell you to look into invisibility,
Yeah, that's a good one.
shadow blade,
Oh, I heard about that.
mirror image,
Also a good one.
and hold person.
Ooh. Old person.
You're not there either.
I that was silly.
So,
Thank you.
she says, "That's best I can think of for someone with your specific talents."
Thank you. This will be very helpful.
Also, if you're feeling very ambitious,
Always am.
and I don't mean, you do seem to keep up. Most people with your, don't take this the wrong way, but with your stature are slower than other folk.
Quick on my feet.
It's not there.
The tiny legs. You gotta. It's a whole thing where you gotta. It's yeah.
And she says, "Well, in the future, perhaps if you find yourself in need of even faster transportation,
Yeah.
Phantom Steed
Ooh.
would be something I would look into.
All right. Thank you so much, Jen.
Also, riding on a nightmare is pretty cool."
That sounds pretty cool. All right. I'll let you get back to your rest,
She gets back to her short
and
rest.
I'll help you and Dick in any way I can, being so little.
Alright, hold this.
Yeah. Is it big?
No, it's a hammer.
Ah, good. This is just like when I helped my dad. I hold it with two hands like this.
You get some extra light in here.
Oh yeah, I have a bullseye lantern.
Ah, there we go. Perfect.
Okay.
Hammer.
So this takes, you guys work together here for about an hour, and Jana completes a short rest.
Nice.
And during said short rest, gets one of her spell slots back, a 4th level spell slot, which she will use to then cast Fabricate a 5th time.
Alright, and you said we needed...
Oh wait, she would be, I said, she can get 2 back. Right? 8th level, or no, it's half. Yeah, so just 1.
What do we need again?
15 board. Yeah.
10 to 15 boards.
No,
15 boards,
15
to
to
20
20.
foot long, 1 foot wide. 15.
So if we cut them long ways... I can get 10 at casting.
Oh, why didn't you say that earlier?
No one asked.
Well, she makes another 40-foot board.
Can I interrupt that casting? Just
To
that one
say-
specifically?
Sure. To say what?
Oh, I figured out if we cut these long ways, then you don't have to cast that one.
Okay. They have to be, what, 1 foot thick?
Yeah, it's a 5-foot cube. They're each 5 feet thick.
Well, she was building them to 1 foot thick. 'Cause that was
Oh!
if you stop her now, she can make it this one thicker.
Alright, so we already have 3, right? She did 3 or 4 already.
She did 4.
She did 4 castings, so that's 8 boards.
8 boards.
So we only need 7 more.
Oh, yeah, 7, definitely.
So they only have to fit in the 5-foot cube, right?
Yes.
And
5 feet by that
Yeah,
point.
but the dimensions are what you can choose, right?
To a degree, based on the material.
Cool. So can you just make 4 of them? Because it can fit in a 5-foot cube.
It has to be, it's a singular.
A singular?
Yeah.
Can you connect it on the edges so they're easy to cut?
She says, so you want her to make a 40-foot long board that's basically 5 feet thick? is what
that
you're
is
saying.
already mostly divided. Just it has to be one contiguous thing, right?
Yes.
So connect it with an inch on one side, all the way down. Then we can just the gravity might just crack them off.
Yeah. It might.
And then we can escort you back to the town, and you're done. And our business is complete.
So she attempts to do this. And it takes longer than the normal casting to do so, because this is a little bit trickier. It is testing the limits of what fabrication as a spell can do, as well as the amount of material that exists in the space. But for the most part, she's able to do this, though it's not just an inch, it is a couple of feet that is connecting the pieces together, so it does still need to be ripped with the saw, which is the harder cut to make.
Sure.
But it's not the whole way through.
And there's a groove, so it should be easier to get the saw in there.
Yes. Easier than it could have been otherwise.
True.
All right.
All right. Janet, thanks for your help. Wave, do you want to escort her back to town?
Sure.
Brickon, can you and Tad Cooper go with him, just in case?
Sure.
All right. And I'll help you and
Dick.
Barry. Oh, and Dick. Yeah, him too. And we'll start getting this going.
What?
And she says, "Excuse
Nothing.
me?"
Not you. Nothing. Nothing.
He's so rude.
She says, "You know,
Ask him why
these
he
ears
is.
do more than just frame my face."
I've not you, my lady. I've had to save this young child's life many times already, and it's just stressful.
Not in the race, clearly.
Ooh.
She's very fast, even on foot. Go show her. Just say that she does it.
Can I come back?
And the
Almost
punching.
imagine Scooby-Doo style, like,
Yeah, basically.
Always punching.
want to see me run to that rocket back?
Not particularly.
Want to see me do it again?
Got him.
SpongeBob.
It's not a rule anymore. I like to be included.
All right. Come on, Dick. Let's finish this up.
All right, so
And Oz helps too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
so you three head back with the accompaniment of Tad Cooper towards back towards the city of Trombe, and you guys continue working on fighting mongoose.
Yep.
Okay, so things go relatively, nothing really crazy going on. You guys find your way back to the city, and you make your way in. And she's, forever thankful that you were able to help save the city and prove, one, on a more personal level, that her research and her ambition wasn't wasted. And she thanks you both. She says, obviously, the aftermath of the festival is still going on, so you're welcome to partake. And it sounds like your friends want to get going, but there's still plenty of food and drink about, and feel free to, look around the city as you will, and we will see you next year.
Yeah, you will. Someday.
I had a thought. And it's too late because I'm not there.
No.
I'd like to go get some food, some drink for the road.
Yeah, I'm gonna say grab some stuff to bring on the ship.
Go buy a war horse.
Yeah, you will. Wait, do you have the party phone?
No, I have the party.
No, but I have one.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
so
get that horse. Are you gonna bring the horse on the ship?
Yeah.
He's gonna love that. I'm not there.
Make sure you grab some supplies for your horse.
Because the ship hasn't almost sank twice since we've been on it.
Maybe the horse will be good luck.
hey, you're not there.
Exactly. You're not there. Hush. I support your dreams.
My thought was, since Jana was the one who kind of fibbed to us about having to come back next year, we could have just been like, hey, magic someone to look like her next year. And then have them lose. We did you a favor, do us a favor.
That count though?
Yes.
From what they're saying, it's a tradition, not a spell component that the champion be there.
Yeah, the champion died, so if it was important that the champion finish the race.
That's, I mean, I don't know a ton about magic, but that's what I gathered from the context.
Fair. Good follow context.
Okay,
The
so
carving is so cool in this shit.
Yeah.
I'm done talking.
all right, so you're gonna go purchase a warhorse, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Full get up if I can get it too.
when you say full getup, do you mean like what Pat would give somebody in a game? 'Cause I'm not gonna give you that.
Adamantine plate parting.
Yeah. No, that ain't happening.
No, but his armor's magic, so if he puts it on the horse, it'll magically fit to the horse, right?
I mean, we let that happen, so I'm fine with that, but we're not there yet.
What do I see?
Well, what kind of horse are you looking for? Because
Warhorse.
well, yes, I'm aware of that. But as you know, having just literally gone through a horse race,
Mhm.
there are multiple kinds of horses.
But wasn't Warhorse one of those specific horses?
Most of those were varying breeds of war horses.
Oh.
Not all, but some.
Buy a centaur.
Yo, let's try and race.
No, he'll never be able to get up a ladder.
But you could ride him.
Yeah,
A centaur can
Ladders
ride a
and-
centaur.
What? No.
What?
Yeah, they can.
No.
Centaurs can have medium creatures ride on them, and centaurs are medium creatures.
Oh, that's so true.
So centaurs
That's
can ride a centaur. They just have to go back and forth.
The Jacob's ladder of centaurs.
Yeah.
I feel like one would just like kind of like mount the other one and pick its back feet up, so they're like it would be harder to do than just walking.
Yeah.
So like a wheelbarrow centaur?
Kinda.
Sort of?
Kinda.
Centaurs in a barrel.
Yeah, human centaur
You get enough of them,
centipede.
you get an arch.
Human centipede.
Human centipede. Really, it'd just be a
Trademark
centipede.
that.
Yeah, they're not human.
Trademark that.
Okay, so you have options for war horses.
Mhm.
Are the Burgundian
Do that.
Destrier, the Dornig
What
Heavy
mighty
War
eyebrows
Horse.
I'm doing it. Look.
I think that's all I have here in this particular book.
Differences?
Doing the one?
A little. You're doing it a little.
You doing the one?
Just a little.
Yeah, my eyebrows aren't very strong.
Nice. Can you do the other?
Not bad.
That's got it.
So, what do you
I
remember
told
what
you
one you
earlier,
wrote?
can't-
I can wiggle my ears.
I can't.
What's up?
Well, I'm asking
I
if
can
you
move
remember
one
the
eye,
one
not
that
the
you
other.
wrote.
Mm,
I flare my nose.
no, I just wrote
Not everybody
the
clear the nose.
Roan horse.
Let me
Yeah,
see.
that's the one I picked.
Yeah, the roan horse.
Probably.
I got the
It's very
Zobek
good here.
courier.
And you guys
Do it anyway. I wasn't
just
actually
go out
trying
in the other room and open it over there. Be an adult. Step out of the room. Open your chips away from the microphone.
Give me some chips.
You know, rolling is just about as bad as opening a bag of chips.
Dramatic.
You're hitting.
You're gonna hit all of the chords.
I know the chords.
Hello, Nana.
No, I was gonna do. I was gonna go higher. No.
It's fine. Everything's fine. What?
This was you.
This was what was
You
it?
did that. Oh shit.
I heard that. I hate all of
Sour cream and onion.
it.
I like the sour cream and cheddar ones.
Yeah.
I don't like fake cheddar powder. For some reason, unless it's on Cheetos for some reason.
Pat, you had
Nah, man,
the.
cheddar chips are so good.
Yeah.
You're gross.
Yo, get his. It could go in incorporeal.
Mm.
Incorporeal, even.
If it's right.
Depending on how many syllables you want to put in a word.
So they are.
Probably expensive.
So make me. How much do you know about horses, Wave? In your
7.
time of
I'm sure that
surfing.
in the barracks, maybe at the Brickon's Homestead.
I don't remember any horses.
Do you guys recall any horses? Well, you weren't there.
Oh, right.
You can make me an animal handling check.
Hey.
19.
Okay. So,
Having rid a horse one time.
in that race, that one time. You know that, let's see, there are other types of horses. There's also a pony, crag pony, if you're interested. They do have the ghost horses as well. Oh no, I'm sorry. They have the Morgal ghost horse. They also have a few Feywalker horses. But you said warhorse specifically.
What's with the Feywalker?
No, you wanted warhorses. So the Burgundian Destrier with your 19?
Yeah.
They have immunity. It's a warhorse as per the stats, but has immunity to the frightened condition.
Oh.
And the
Scared of shit.
the Dornig heavy warhorse
that.
is basically exactly the same as a warhorse, except it adds 2 damage. The attacks. Its attacks are magical, and it does 2 extra damage to undead creatures. And then there's the other ones that do other things.
Downside of the ghost horse, it can become incorporeal, so if it ever wants to leave, it can just...
Bye.
Bye.
I want the one with the +2 attack.
Okay.
Undead.
So that's a Dornig heavy warhorse, also known as a Sunhoof. They are radiant beasts infused with magic.
Just like me.
How much are they?
1,000 gold.
Oh!
Can I tell you a secret?
Nope.
Sun-colored coat and white mane of this large marching beast, like a Clydesdale. You can imagine that.
Hey, Brina, you want to loan me some money?
Don't pay me back.
I will say I did not plan
Put
this
it in
when I
writing.
asked her to go. I totally didn't. This is an
How much
accident.
do you need?
1,000.
I thought you said you had money.
Yeah, I thought you said you want
I
money.
do, but I don't want to spend it all.
I want a horse, but I don't want to pay for it.
That sounds like
It's your money and I need it now.
How much money do you have?
JG Waver.
300 gold.
We'll do the 300 gold. I'll put up 7,
Alright.
and I get your money anytime you get money.
Yeah, sounds good.
I want it in writing.
Smart.
Ooh, does Wave know how to read?
Yes, he knows how to read.
Does Rick know that?
Wait, what's her name?
Jake knows that.
Jenna?
I was a
Rick
talking
here?
character.
I know, I'm asking
Can
if
you be
Rick
a witness
knows
to
that.
this?
No.
Yeah.
He doesn't
She
care
says-
Okay.
Sure. I mean,
He wasn't in
Just
the
send the
library with us.
big paper that says he owes me money, saying that there was an
What do
outside
you think
party
the odds
witness.
are? Right now, the Brina's
she
by
says,
way of
hold on,
horse.
let me, perhaps.
I didn't even think of that.
Wave's like,
She
I want a
says-
horse. You even have money?
She says,
No,
oh,
but I
if
thought
you want, I
about
can make
It's
it
a terrible idea.
more.
Can you talk him out of it?
Oh.
Is that possible?
Thought I had.
Speak to me, lady.
I can make it magical. A magical compulsion. Were he to not provide you gold, it would cause him physical pain.
Yo, that.
Make it rain! Rain gold!
And she says, just stand still. And she begins to cast a spell. Takes a better part of a minute. And you are affected by a Gaius spell. That if you do not give her your money until she is paid back, you will take 5d10 psychic damage each time you try to not do
Did
that.
I mention I had 420 gold, not 300?
Of course you did.
Uh-huh.
So let's change that number.
You already signed it under that one.
So
So you might as well just...
So you owe me 700 gold. There you go, buddy.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, no.
Well,
Yeah.
What, you're not gonna buy a saddle for your horse or food?
Good point.
Saddlebags.
At this point, this whole magic threw me off.
That voice in your head is really helping you out right now.
We could call it your conscious.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
So,
Here's your 700 gold. Enjoy your
Conscious, yeah.
So, Celine, you can just mark down, and Pat, you as well, that you are
No. You gotta say that you're gonna pay me back 700 gold. This just says that I'm gonna lend you 700 gold.
And she says, "Don't worry."
He's magic.
I mean, I know the magic is gonna do it, but I don't appreciate this sly behavior.
She's just
I'm watching you.
And life is a nightmare.
Do magic horses eat magic oats? No, thankfully for me, they do not. You know what's gonna be great?
Is when he gets the horse high?
Is when the horse dies, he's still indebted to pay her back.
That sounds surprisingly real life.
Almost too real. But not too real.
I crashed my car, but I'm still making payments.
You mean when the engine blew up?
Yeah. The first time.
I love this game.
While this is going on, when I'm not helping them, I'm gonna go around the ship, try and mend anything I can.
Is there a picture of the horse?
Yeah, I'll look for one. Don't shake. Don't give me those eyebrows and shake your head at me.
What?
I don't know. Just fuck with you. This is great. You know what this reminds me of, Internet?
Taco Bell.
Everything reminds you of Taco.
Everything reminds me of Taco Bell.
That time that Ranrak got the same spell cast on him to never come back to the Sword Coast.
Oh, yeah.
Throwback.
Yeah.
Throwback Tuesday.
Think about me.
We're not there yet.
Fireball courtroom. This is my convincing defense.
Guilty.
Hey, but like, what if we gave you some magic stuff? Nope. I'll take it though.
Shit.
Who do I call for my defense? That guy who is compelled to tell the truth by his oaths? Or that guy who would lie for me because he's my friend?
The truth-telling one.
Ah, of course.
Clearly.
Obviously.
I know, but what if you just banish him back to his home plane and let us keep his stuff? That was the best argument. Can we keep his magic
I would
items?
love to keep his stuff. If that's an option.
So, you have your horse.
Of course.
You have your saddle. Completely mundane. No armor for this horse. And you have food for... How many days would you like to purchase food for and carry back?
How much does it cost?
How much are you? Well, you tell me how
How
many
much money
days.
do you have left?
120 gold.
How much food do you want for this horse?
But the saddle money also has to come out of that, right?
Yep.
Alright.
He should be able to afford a
whatever's left.
saddle and...
You're saying whatever's left over.
No. He is compelled to give you money when he gets money. This is money he has.
This is just like
Okay.
Pat is
Alright.
in a situation where he gets a loan to pay for a thing, and then he gets money back because he overpaid, and then he's like, "Yeah, free money," and he's gonna go spend it all. Where he could just give it back to you and pay down the loan.
But he doesn't have to.
Okay.
That's true. He's not compelled
Any
to do
new
that.
money he gets. is
New
fine.
money.
New money he gets, he has to. So your saddle is
Oh, wow, so it's in that party fund.
Yeah.
20 gold
Hold on,
for the saddle.
Okay.
Okay. Bit and bridle, 2 gold.
A lot thanks to me.
Well, 1,600 and 4 goals. 4 gems worth.
And it's
200.
5 copper pieces per day of feed.
I'm pretty sure like 1,500 of that.
Can't wait to meet Hank again.
So 5 copper
Yeah.
pieces a day is 2 days. What is it? It's 10 to a silver?
Yeah.
Right? So what is that? 20 days. Yeah, right? 20 days. If it's 5 copper a day, will get you 1 silver piece. No. Yes?
5 copper,
5 copper.
10. Yeah, 20 days.
It'd be 1 silver? Or
1 gold.
1 gold, yeah. So 20 days is 1 gold. So how much?
Yeah,
food?
1 gold.
You're about only have 20 days.
500 when you go to the party?
I can carry all that back on the.
There's some
Do I have saddlebags? Do I have to pay for saddlebags?
You do?
Okay.
Would you like saddlebags?
Yes.
4 gold
Okay.
for saddlebags.
Might as well if you're buying a horse.
So that was
Half of the joy of a horse is that it can carry all of your stuff.
6,
War stuff.
26. $26 or 26 gold plus 1 gold for the food. So 27 gold. You could buy it potentially some armor, but it may not be useful to it. That really depends on the base stats of
I have
the horse.
100 gold, so.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to buy it armor.
So base stats is an 11 AC for a warhorse. You could get it. You could get it leather armor.
For that 100 gold.
Or hide armor. Yeah, hide armor would be the best you could get at the moment, which would give it a 13 AC, and that will cost 40 gold. Or, yep, no, that's it. That's all you can afford.
I'll do it.
Okay, so 40 more gold. You have hide armor for. Because you have 100 gold left?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, 53 gold left.
What you looking for? What?
The base AC for a warhorse.
Yeah, it's just 10 plus the 1 for dex.
What's its hit points?
19.
Speed.
60.
6.
And you just gotta take the mounted combatant feat.
If it was 40 speed, I'd be faster than it.
So,
Oz could be.
you have your speed. Your 60 feet movement speed.
Actually, here it had the
Spoon man!
leather armor will get it to 12 AC.
Hmm?
According to the variant warhorse armor section.
That's what, 40 gold?
I don't know. You look at them.
Yeah, no, but hide would give it 13. 12 plus 1 dex mod.
Ooh.
Same price as leather.
Okay, that makes sense.
Studded leather?
It's just not on the list.
What?
What do you do, studded leather?
It would
can't
be
afford
exactly the same, and he couldn't afford it.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
Is it a guy or a girl horse?
What do you want it to be?
I'll get a guy horse.
Then it's a guy horse.
What's his name?
Trin.
Trin,
Itty.
the guy horse.
Wave and Trin.
For now.
Okay. For now.
One episode later.
So.
I know you just lost your horse, but like you still always.
So.
Oh, I got it.
What is taking them so long? They're walking back to a village and walking back here.
It's the two of them. They're gonna get into all kinds of chicanery.
Why didn't
Wait,
you come?
bring
Why
us
didn't you
that
go with
quest.
them?
What's that?
Why didn't you go with them?
Because I didn't want to get into all kinds of chicanery.
Alright, cool. Can you go grab me that saw over there?
Yeah. Mage hand.
Alright, that's all I want.
Cool. You ride back on your horse.
Do you take me with you? Alright.
You and Ted Cooper walk.
Let's go, Ted Cooper.
Horses don't like riding double with saddles.
So you guys make your way back. It takes about taking your big warhorse through the unpaved woods back to the boat. Takes you about 2 hours to get back.
Do I get there faster than it?
Yeah, Ted Cooper and you are way nimbler than a horse. So probably about 20 minutes. You see, in about an hour and 40 minutes, Brina and Ted Cooper arrive on scene. No wave.
Hey guys.
Did you lose Wave?
He got himself a horse, and horse coming through a lot of trees. It takes a long time. I ran ahead.
When the fuck did he get a horse? Didn't I just
He bought
explain
it.
all the reasons he shouldn't get a horse yesterday?
I don't know, but he owes me money and he's cursed to give it to me whenever he gets it, so.
I'm not going to ask for clarification. I don't want to know. Can you help Rick? He sometimes needs things that are farther than his arm's reach.
Sure. What do you need?
Actually, we just finished, right, Dick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Great assistance, Oz.
Thanks.
You did
I
a
did
wonderful
the best
job.
that I could do. I held the... And then I got the...
He literally didn't get in the way, and that was the best he could do for us.
That's not all...
Good job, buddy.
That's not completely true.
See, Dale Weaver on Periscope. If the rest of the party could see it, it would be funny. Because he says, I swear to God, I'll pistol whip the next person that says chicane.
That's awesome.
Hey Barry, what's that place you like? Goofy shit on the walls with the mozzarella sticks?
No, mozzarella sticks.
Chicanery? You talking about chicanery?
There's a gunslinger when you need him.
So, yeah, are we ready to shove off? Push away? Shove
Way.
What?
Make way.
Oh, we ready to make
Make
way,
way
Dick?
for what?
And he said, well, yeah, except for Wave's not here.
Yeah.
He's like, are we leaving him behind?
No, I forgot he's
Well,
not
that
here.
asshole
He's
here
coming.
costs me money.
He's coming.
And
Do you... When's high tide?
and he's,
Always.
as you say that, Wave rides up. And you see Wave astride this golden sun-colored horse with like a Clydesdale, but golden-colored with white, the kind of fur around the hair and the mane and the tail and around the hooves is white. And it is a regal-looking beast.
Nice.
Very... One, stands way the fuck out here in the middle of the woods. Doesn't look like it fits with this terrain you're currently in. And, it's also Wave on this horse. With a bit and a bridle and saddlebags and feed and whatnot.
What the fuck? Didn't I just tell you all the reasons you shouldn't do this yesterday?
Dick, do you have a gangplank?
And he says...
How are we getting that fucking horse up on your boat?
And he goes,
Can it jump?
Is your wizard friend still around?
I got it! No! You're gonna lift your horse up?
Can it jump?
I mean, it can't... It's just, ship's not short. Like,
How big? I know, but like,
and you're
how
kind
big
of
is the
beached
ship?
up on a...
Like 20 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember we
Wasn't
didn't...
here.
Oh, there
Maybe.
there isn't like a dock or anything. We're on the beach.
The sand beach.
Oh.
Oh yeah, when
Are we
when,
pushing this thing
when
back
we
into
jumped
the water?
off the deck onto the floor when we beached it, it was a large enough fall that we took fall damage.
Gotcha.
Except for you because you don't take fall damage.
Woo!
So Dick
Is that you're not
says,
taking fall
he
damage?
says,
Yeah.
like, I've got,
We
like,
put a log.
Over.
he says, I've
I
got
think we have a log.
he says, I've got a plank
Kick that.
for, like, people to board from, like, a dock, not a fucking war horse on the soft... Is your wizard friend around? Could she make another one of whatever these things were big enough to get a war
We
horse
just
on the
dropped her
boat?
off.
Nope. I can tell that she's not here right now.
Oh, because we sent them back to bring her home when he bought.
Because she did this
The
big favor
horse.
for us.
Yeah.
He goes, well, it was going to take us a long time to try to make these boards, so
Okay.
maybe we find another big tree and
Can we just prop
cut it
the
down.
tree up and then have the horse walk up the tree?
He says, but it's
What?
a horse.
And it's a tree. No,
Trees
horse
are
can't
round.
walk up a tree.
Yeah, and just like, it's like tightrope.
The fuck
Okay,
kind
you
of horse
explain
do
that
you
to
ride?
the horse. You're gonna walk up it like a tightrope. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna make you do that, Trent.
You named it. Oh my god, I can't believe you named it.
Let's
That
just,
was me.
let's just put it in the rowboat.
Because it's
behind
gonna
the-
be dead in a week.
Oh.
What? Whoa.
We talked about this literally yesterday. We are heading to a dragon that'll murder this thing with a look.
I won't let
And you spent how much gold? 1,000 gold
Just on the
on this thing that's gonna die in a week, and we can't get on the boat. You listen to none of the things I said. 0. And also, no, I'm not done yet. Okay? Because what are you gonna do? You gonna ride ahead of everyone? You gonna be alone? Or are you gonna wait for us? So then it's a glorified pack mule that you spent 1,000 gold on. Yeah.
I thought I could carry some stuff.
Yeah! Can you carry it onto the ship?
Good.
I don't know if you can.
Together, I could pick it up.
I'm
fucking brawny. Yeah, I'm brawny though, so I can carry double.
Okay.
Okay, so question.
I'm a fucking pack mule.
In game or out of game?
Fair. Out of game?
Okay.
If we just jumped from the ship, how do we get back onto the ship?
We can
Climb.
climb up.
We're just gonna climb?
Yeah, we set up some ropes and stuff.
Oh,
We've been
just-
working.
Oh, okay.
We'll just tie some ropes around the horse and lift.
Oh, like pulley system?
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
Do you have a block and tackle?
Yes! Yes, I fucking do!
Alright, we solved it. I'm still mad.
You said, oh, why would you want a big wheel? And I was like, in case we need a pulley. You were like, how about a fucking block and tackle, you idiot? And I was like, oh, yeah, well, that is dumb. I want this wheel. And you're like, no. And then I got the block and tackle.
So what I'm hearing is,
Yes.
people should listen to me more.
Did I listen to you?
Yes.
Do we have the thing?
I don't know. I don't see it. Thank you for listening, Rick. Things are better now.
Great.
How can I help?
Go use your mage hand to attach it up top there.
Okay, so
Touch up top.
I'm gonna ask a couple of things. How are you going to fasten these ropes around this 2,000 plus pound horse
Oh, that's not my job.
and cart it up in such a way that, one, you don't like castrate it, cut off all the circulation to it as you're hoisting it up, and it's gonna stay like you just got this horse and it's gonna sit through this?
Do we have a blanket? Wrap the blanket around and attach
No.
the ropes at the top.
You have a block and tackle, but I don't think you guys have a blanket.
We can use some sail.
We did have the big piece of canvas that we used as a cover and like stuff.
Oh, yeah. Okay. There we go. Or we could use the netting from the rope.
Or both.
Shut up, Wave! Or we could use both.
Again, no one here has experience with horses in the game, so this all sounds like a great idea. Let's go with it. There's no way this will end poorly.
Should we just go back and ask the wizard lady for help?
So as far as lifting, because you guys asked, what is your strength scores?
Oh, I'm out.
20.
You guys could each lift 600 pounds apiece.
I'm brawny.
So you can do double that. So you could lift 1,200.
Yeah.
Yet two of you together still can't lift this horse.
But when you use a pulley system.
Yes, I understand how pulleys work.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that the...
Oh, I couldn't just pick up the horse.
Well, that's what Wave was trying to do. You saw him, get,
Here we
gear it
go.
up to lift this
We're gonna
along.
just throw this horse 10 feet up in the air, straight up.
Just don't catch it, Rick, because you got the spikes on.
I know, we'll just stick it to Rick and he'll climb.
I can
just walk.
Action
No.
dash, and you can only do that for a key point. So after you use all your key points, I'd catch up.
Yeah, but then I have it that do. They can give me more key points.
Yeah, but eventually you run out of key points, and I never run out of bonus action dash.
Well, it's every time...
Are
the
we-
rabbit's foot is what? That too.
Once my key point, once I lose my last, bleh, once I use my last key point, I roll a die, and if it's an even, then I get 1d4 key points back.
So, if you roll, you could potentially...
If I roll real well,
Yeah, potentially.
I
good.
could have an infinite key point.
Fair. It's true.
You could bonus action dash and then action dash.
That's what we're talking about. So she can cheat, but only for a key point. So if she ran out of key points, like, she's faster. But if this was a long race, eventually
couple
I'd
miles.
catch back up.
It'd be a tortoise in the hare situation.
Yep. I just grapple you both and reduce your movement speed.
So-
to 0.
We usually race to tortoise
I
and
would
hare,
have
and the
an
tortoise won.
advantage
It was great.
on getting out.
So
I have advantage to holding you.
Alright, so the horse. Are we trying to pull this thing up?
Yeah, we're gonna try and pulley it by putting.
Something.
The canvas underneath it, and then the netting underneath the canvas for cushion, the netting port of.
Do we have a sail?
Fail! No, just that one that's up there that we repaired already.
So we're not going to use that to help pull a
and
horse
Dick
up.
says no.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're not.
That's reasonable.
Alright, I'm following your lead on this. Just tell me when to pull.
Pull.
I pull.
Alright, so that's great. You pull something, but what's your actual plan? So now you're actually gonna. So you discussed your plan. So you're gonna lay a net down.
Mm-hmm.
This net is from where?
Fishing net on the boat.
Which fishing net?
This is a fishing boat.
No.
Is it a pleasure boat?
Oh.
And all the fishing was done by you, marlin catcher.
One can dream.
Do we have a lot of rope? Can we make a net?
Can you make a net?
No.
Alright, so then.
I can try.
Rope and canvas then.
Okay, so you're gonna lay this canvas out on the ground,
Mm-hmm.
and then what?
Put it underneath the horse.
Okay, so the canvas is flat on the ground.
Mhm.
It's a piece of canvas.
How big,
The horse is now standing on the canvas. Now what?
Well,
how
not-
big is the canvas?
not fold it up so that it's only in between.
It's like a sling around the middle of the body.
Yeah.
Okay, so the horse is not standing on it now. Now you're sort of wrapping this horse up.
Like a giant horse baby.
Like the cow in Jurassic Park when it gets lowered into the raptor pen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly us. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I was thinking.
Correct, but the cow in Jurassic Park had multiple straps and a frame hooked up to a pulley above that.
It was also bought by someone who knew how to take care of it, and it was a good idea.
Knew how to take care of it.
Sean, is something
I'm gonna
bothering
eat
you?
it. No, I'm fine.
Can we send a message with Owl to the lizard ladies to come help us?
Could
No.
you send Wave back with the horse to sell it?
I'm not going back with him this time.
Just so. Breaking my little heart.
So you take this piece of, now your plan is you fold this up in such a way
Mhm.
that you want it to go across the ribs and the midsection between the
Mhm.
between the front and back legs. So that's that. So you folded it up and that's laying on the ground and the horse is standing over top of that.
Mhm.
Now what?
Get the rope, put it underneath it.
So the rope is just
Do we have-
underneath
The canvas?
the canvas.
Do we have a stick?
One
Like
singular
a
rope.
big, thick
Multiple
stick?
ropes.
Then we can have that as the frame. Put tie rope from this end of the canvas and this end of the canvas around here, and then have the pulley rope in the middle. And fold it up.
Guys, I got it. I have a page from a spell book that causes a wild magic surge once a day. You give the page to the horse. Okay, wait. Then I use Mistradai to make sure it gets a 45 or a 46 on the roll, cast Levitate on itself, then we just push it.
Alright. Do that.
I'm sure.
The horse just looks at you with
So far,
with
our best idea.
with its big horse eyes, just like.
I'm sorry, this is your life, buddy.
So, what are you doing, Wave, with your horse?
I'm not gonna try that idea. I'm good.
I'd try that idea.
Here, everyone else get more than 60 feet away from me.
You and the horse?
Yep. I moved more than 60 feet away from him.
Alright.
You walk the
Is that true?
horse 60 feet away from the boat because Dick insists that you do that.
Yes, obviously. And
is that? Your
I
horse?
get 30 feet away. No, 50 feet away from the horse.
But we're gonna tie a rope to the horse.
No, we're not.
So that if
Yep,
it
you're already got it.
This is awesome.
It's like, wait, Oz, don't do that.
Nope.
Too late.
If it
Oz
activates.
activates.
There. No. What do you do?
Shit.
I regain my lowest level expended spell slot. Boom.
Well, that was thoroughly anticlimactic.
Well, it was like a 1 in 50 shot that it would work. I tried.
So going back to the other plan,
Yes.
we're gonna try and hoist it up with the ropes underneath it.
So you have your canvas makeshift sling.
Mm-hmm.
Then what are you doing with the rope?
Trying to pull it up.
How? How is this rope? You have just, from what I'm understanding, is you have a horse, right? You have a piece of canvas between the legs of the horse, and one singular piece of rope.
For the next minute, you can teleport up to 20 feet
Multiple
as a bonus
ropes.
action on it.
How many and how are they?
That'd been perfect.
We're gonna
Aligned.
go 4.
Did you
Okay,
say
you
6
have
at first?
4 ropes.
Kind of like this.
A modern chosen so
Okay.
that controlled by
Equally
the
distributed.
GM appears in an unoccupied
And underneath it,
unoccupied space within 5 feet of you that disappears 1 minute.
Okay, but we
Comes
have
up on
one
either side.
pulley, so they all have to come together. Like we're pulling it up with one thing.
Yeah, so we'll tie it together on the top.
How much rope do you have?
We each have rope.
Right.
3 feet of rope.
You're 20 feet off the ground, and you're making 4 loops of rope that are tying off to one other rope.
And we
that's
have rope
gonna-
on the boat, right?
I mean, there's some rope on the boat, but they're not the same diameter rope.
Hmm.
And your block and tackle is only one certain size, and usually shipping rope is a lot thicker.
And
So I don't want to belabor this further because I'm boring myself with this.
Can we make a rope handling check?
Yeah, I just want to make sure I'm understanding how fuckeredly this could go.
Oh, it could go.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
Horribly wrong.
Well, before I said anything, he was gonna garrote this thing around the stomach with one rope and try to pull it. And things just gonna fucking go like that. Like it's not gonna work like that at all. So now you have 4 ropes.
Oh no.
Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Canvas.
Mm-hmm.
Horse is facing this way, so the 4 ropes are going this way. You've got 4 ropes coming up. Then you've knotted those ropes together somehow to attach to a 5th rope that's going to go through the block and tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Make me I will tell you what the check is from Xanathar's Guide to Everything.
oh yeah, before that, sleep on the horse.
Great. The horse falls over flat on the ground.
Brilliant.
We tied it up already, though.
I mean, the way we have...
Once we get started.
Okay.
Yeah,
that
so
is-
it doesn't panic. That was the plan.
Once
We
the
tie
CA
it up,
starts
we
feeling
sleep
that.
it, and then we hoist it.
Yeah, like drugging a horse.
Yeah.
Okay, Wave, I need you to make me an intelligence sleight of hand check.
Oh, that's not.
So, are you proficient in sleight of hand?
I'm gonna say no.
No.
Then it's that plus your intelligence modifier.
H is for horse.
17.
Okay. So, that you have tied your ropes into what you think is a good knot,
I'm at the end of it here.
and then you attach a 5th rope to that rope, which is now hoisted up through the block and tackle, which is secured where?
It's secured around the mast.
Okay. How far up the mast?
30, 40 feet.
Okay. And you're just like screwing it into the mast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Screwed.
Dick looks upset that you just put a hole in his nice fixed mast.
I'll mend it.
Alright. So then you start to... Then you cast Sleep on the Horse. As the
Yeah, as the
sling
temperature-
begins to...
As it starts to look like this, sleep.
Okay, roll me your sleep.
Come on.
This would be
You
great.
just have to get more than 19, right? 13. Way more than 19.
Okay.
But not enough to put any of us to sleep.
Yeah. Good.
You
The
can't.
horse falls asleep as the tension is
Let's
provided
set
to
up
it.
the ground.
And you start hoisting it up. I need one of you, to make this is your whole fucking thing, make me an athletics check.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, natural 1.
24. If it was
Ooh,
me.
28.
Okay. So you begin hoisting, Wave is pulling with Rick behind, kind of keeping tension off of the horse. And... yeah, okay. So you pull, and the horse is about 15 feet. The horse is starting to get lifted off. The horse. The horse is lifted off the ground. But again, due to angles, the horse has now been lifted off of the ground. Your boat is kind of up on an angle. You've secured it to the mast. The ropes are off the side. So the horse gets lifted like 10 feet off the ground, and because of the angle of the rope, it impacts the side of the ship, wakes up from the damage. The horse is now whinnying and like flailing about, and you all hear like starting kind of. I mean, I feel like you guys can picture how this is going, right? Like it's.
Lift it a little easier, will you?
It's like up and swing.
And now it's like now there's the sound of like, uh-oh.
I'm doing math. 18.
Oh, it's still awake.
6 seconds later, sleep.
And you guys hear the beating of hooves against the side of the ship, and the screaming of a terrified horse. Okay, the horse goes unconscious. And then you guys continue to pull as you hear basically the horse dragging and the ropes churning along the deck as the horse is being pulled up. And just after you guys get the horse, it's about 5 feet below like ship. Like you got the ship, you've got the railing, and it's about 5 feet below. And at this point, the knot of the 4 ropes is in the block and tackle.
Alright, hold this.
I was gonna say, like, we'll go up and, like, guide it up.
Alright, here we go.
Oh, wow, he's taking the gloves off. Serious shit.
Oh, Popeye. Here we go. Got it. I'm gonna try to pull it up over the last little bit.
Alright.
Drag it up over.
So this, you can lift, we confirmed, you can lift 1,200 pounds.
Yeah.
This horse weighs 2,200.
Yes.
So this is going to be going to be I feel like nearly impossible. This is almost double what you can lift.
I'm so angry though.
This has to be, I was going to say, this has
I'm
to
gonna
be
go into a
like
rage.
a month's child under a car, and he's just like, silver strength!
But
But just for like 5 seconds.
Oh, fuck. An 18.
With advantage?
Yeah. Oh no, a 21 with advantage.
Well, that was guidance.
Yes.
But that you rolled 2 dice?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right.
Wow.
Nope, that's fine. You feel a twinge in your back. As though... You're angry, though, so you're able to stave off the slip disc that you now have.
Battle Riggers don't quit, even for slip discs. We're gonna try again.
Yeah, that's fine.
Try with different dice. Like that's gonna be the
Now
difference.
hold the rope.
Ha ha! Natural.
No! No, I'm kidding. I also got a 22.
It moves, you lifted it up a little bit, and you know that, like, were you not wearing magical Spider-Man boots, you would slip down this thing. But, like, and you're like, I don't know what a hernia is, but I feel like I'm getting there.
Alright.
Can we tie the rope to something down below and have Wave go up and help you?
That would be smart.
I'm not.
Do you suggest that, Brina?
Yeah.
Ah.
It's a good I'm gonna help. and do that.
27.
It is, you've moved it about 2 feet up. What's the highest you can, let me confirm, what's the highest you can roll?
31.
So you can make the check.
Alright.
It's doable.
So
You need one of 2 numbers to make it happen.
Tie
Well,
the rope.
depending on guidance could help, could
tie
bail
the
you out.
rope off and go help him.
Well, that or you're tying that off, you can make your check.
Alright, here we go.
While you're tying that off, you're casting guidance first.
Well, I have to tie off before I cast guidance. I can't let go of the rope.
Natural 20.
Alright, so you're like, I'll help you, Rick, and he's just like, no! The horse impacts on the deck, it wakes up from the impact on the deck.
This is my last one.
Bam! Oh, punch that horse right in the face.
12
It wakes up,
But just
freaks
the
out,
back
jumps
up.
back off the
Any
ship, and
change.
let's do it all over again.
Just
I'm gonna
saying.
grapple this thing.
27.
All right, the horse and Dick fall asleep. No, I'm just kidding. It's fine. The horse falls asleep. It's like if you see it start to like kick up, like in any stereotypical bucking bronco silhouette image that you see, where the horse is like up and the back hooves are out, and then like it's like and it falls down as if it goes to sleep. Not enough to wake it back up, and it is sleeping on the deck now.
I go below decks and don't say anything.
Alright, I guess we're here for the day. Because without Rick, I don't think we can cast off.
Wait, is he asleep?
No, he's done.
Dick looks at the whole situation. He goes, "Got an idea.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
we can take. We'll set something up, or we'll tie a rope to the ship, and we'll have the horse pull it, and then we just let the horse go. And then we're still not cast off, but the horse leaves.
Oh! It's actually not a terrible idea. One of today's better ideas.
Oh.
Do you need some healing?
No, this is all roleplay.
Okay, just making sure.
Wave, you should probably do something with this horse mess.
That's my back.
Put it somewhere.
Can I get it below deck?
I don't know if that's
Did I do it?
no. No, that's definitely worse.
I'll say yes, because I'm not that cool.
No.
That the horse can fit below. Even though it's
Actually, that's better.
Actually, just. Yeah, I guess maybe if Barry can fit below
Did
deck.
you good?
That's
Well, Barry
better,
can turn
actually.
into a barrel
Ah,
below
cool,
deck.
cool.
It's
See,
tight
coaching fixes everything.
fit to get this horse below deck. It doesn't want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't want to be on this boat in the first place. It definitely does not want to go below deck.
No.
So you're waking up the horse?
Can I animal handling calmly?
Yeah, this is a disadvantage because you just bought this horse, made it traverse the woods, and put it through the most traumatic experience of its life.
18?
With disadvantage?
Yeah.
Damn.
Nice.
It's pretty good. Yeah, so it
Trusted him this far.
it reluctantly goes below deck.
Ooh, 1,000 pounds. That must be worth something.
Anyway.
Alright.
Alright, when the strong people are ready, we'll cast off. Unless you think it's a better idea to wait for morning, Dick.
And he says, well, no, we're going to need them. So, he says Tide will be back in a few hours from now. So,
Alright, we'll give everyone a little rest.
Nappy time.
alright. Great, you guys all nap.
I hate snoring.
You snore like a wildebeest.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, I've never.
Yeah.
No.
Uh-huh.
I will throw you off this ship.
Yeah, that won't change the fact that you snore like a wildebeest.
I attempt to grapple us.
Wow. Alright, make a grapple check. Athletics check versus acrobatics.
22.
Did you say acrobatics?
Yeah.
What was that first one?
11.
19.
So he grapples you.
Alright.
I don't snore.
Yeah, you do, like a wildebeest.
I throw us the ship.
I
Into
attempt-
the water.
I attempt to get out of your breath.
Alright.
Natural 20.
Ah,
28.
you win.
Ah! Run up the crow's nest.
No,
Actually, I don't.
Opportunity attack.
I don't.
You don't run up the crow's nest.
I don't, because you could get up there faster than me.
That's true. I can walk up there.
You just leisurely.
Opportunity attack.
Nah, I'm just kidding. But opportunity grapple.
Opportunity grapple.
Well,
Alright, let's do the things.
Alright, let's cast off.
Yeah.
If we taken our rest. Our short rest.
yeah, you got a short rest.
Alright.
With a little help from Brina's either poor or well applied medical skills, your disc is slipped back in
Ah, that's good for now.
to alignment.
Yeah.
That's my medical.
And yeah, you guys jump out of the
It's
ship
either quick punch or
and are able
slap
to
face.
push the ship back into the water. And Rick, you just climb back up, and Wave, you can continue to push it for a little ways. So, from within the water.
Because, like, if he had bought the horse before we fixed the ship, he could have just walked it in the hole.
Yeah.
This was done so...
I make dinner,
What is it?
but it's a delicious mushroom salad and I fry up the mushrooms real nice.
I like that.
Yeah, except in waves. I'm gonna put some of the kettle of terrible ashes that make whatever I put it in taste absolutely fucking awful. And I put that in some of your food.
You're telling me this?
Well, I don't tell you this. I tell you this.
Alright, so you do. And you guys all sit
pretty good.
down, and it's actually delicious.
It's really good.
Fucking
The earthy
Gosh.
texture and the flavor of the mushrooms combined with the little bit of
There's
oil
no
from
meat
the
in it.
frying.
Did you?
Cooking.
You fried
It's
these, right?
becoming
Yeah.
phenomenal.
You could tell it's almost the mushrooms almost have a crust on them from the oil. It was really good.
And Dick's like, this is...
This is ass, man.
He's like, I've never cooked like this.
No?
You're okay.
This tastes like.
It's like now I said
Now?
apple,
And he's like, it's way better than anything I've had at
No,
Billy's, and that's what I
I'm
eat
just
most.
Are you
Damn.
kidding me?
in case you didn't
This
know.
tastes like burnt ass. You want to try some of mine? What is this?
No, I'm good. Mine's fine. I don't know
Yeah,
what your
it's
problem
delicious.
is.
Burnt ass.
You know
Why
what?
do you know what burnt ass tastes like?
Actually,
Ask for
I
the
was-
burnout.
I was gonna say maybe you should say thank you for the guy who lifted your horse onto the shed
That's true. He had
and
it
then
back.
cooked you dinner.
But it tastes like ass.
That's rude. That's
Throw him
rude.
off the ship.
Rick's just throwing everybody around.
He's very muscular.
I am. I'm brawny.
I'm nimble
Yeah.
and squat.
I'm just nimble.
It's true.
All
You're
right.
not very tall, though. Alright. So. Off to Brickon's homestead, then.
Well, not to Brickon's homestead.
Off near Brickon's homestead.
Near Brickon. Yeah, I think the plan was a drive-by to see what we see, and if it's a dragon crater, keep on sailing. And get off outside of Gouager and try and scope some shit.
Oh, so if it's if it's a big dragon crater, we don't want to deal with it. But if it's a big undead crater, then we're fine checking it out.
Well, it is kind of our fault. The dragon's not our fault.
I feel like
That we know of.
so many of our problems are our fault.
You're right. Almost all of our problems are our fault.
Damn. Okay.
So yeah, that's the plan. Also, if we can look as minimally scrumptious to a dragon, I think that's something we should try.
Whatever
we do
your
that?
cooking was, we should do that when we go by.
That's so rude.
Oh
It
no!
tasted like ass.
Just
Yes,
put a
I
little bit
know.
of the stuff that makes us taste terrible on us. That way we taste terrible.
You
and
don't
the
know I
dragon
have
don't.
that.
Well, whatever.
Or the invariably spicy thing you have?
Yeah, I could do the other. Then it would only eat one of us. Like,
Exactly.
oh god, I'm so hot, I gotta go.
Can't do it. Oh no, that should be our strategy for fighting the dragon. Is you just have a bit of jerky with that on it, and we just throw it into its gullet,
There you go.
and then it'll be so that.
Yes!
I gotta go.
We gotta find water. I think it's not a red dragon, otherwise that would make it stronger.
Yeah. We could sell the paste to a red dragon.
Yeah.
And you could go kick all the other red dragons' asses.
And take their names. I don't know if that's
And chew their bubblegum.
Oh, bubblegum. But what if he's all out of bubblegum?
Then he'll just kick asses.
That makes
And
sense.
take names.
That makes sense. All right. Who wants? I'll take first watch.
Have we cast it off?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
Nope, you're here forever.
I'll take
This is
second
your new
watch.
home. The woods
Third?
near Trombe. Your new home.
4. So you're third.
Because you can't see in the dark.
That's fair.
So, Us
As the sun.
Us as the bookends. Hopefully we get a little sunlight. Probably.
Good move.
Yeah.
You can see in the dark or no? You can't either.
No, just me.
Just Rick.
Rick, you get to watch the whole night. Have fun.
That horse is dead in the morning.
Throw her off the ship.
She's very little, you could.
She's asleep right now, too. Work double.
Dad Cooper stands watch.
Can you see in the dark?
I don't know, Kenny.
I don't.
You have the stats.
I
don't
sent you the stats.
I'm pretty sure I could just
I don't think he
kill
does.
Tad Cooper in one shot.
I can bring her back
Yeah.
after 10 minutes.
Throw you in the water.
No.
I go to sleep.
Okay. So the watches go by uneventfully, other than the newfound smell of horse aboard the ship.
It's refreshing. Yeah, that's what's the word I was thinking.
So,
Dick, how can I help?
and he's just like, I don't know, man. But it's a weird day.
Yeah.
Well, it's a new day.
Yep.
But it all feels old.
I mean, it's been a good life.
Horse on a boat. Why?
Happened.
All right.
Hey, man, beats church. Am I right?
And he's like,
Yeah, buddy.
All right. Eggs Benedict for breakfast.
Woo!
and waves. I'm asking
You want eggs?
They make me sick.
All right, you can make your own breakfast. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Smells great.
Oh, bring out.
Chimes.
I was expecting to use chimes in the band.
I cleaned the horse
I
shit
didn't
and
know we
threw it
had
off.
chives.
That's nice.
Well, we just did
Good
stuff
job.
by now in the village.
That's
You
true.
did get this horse now. You have to take care of it.
Mhm.
Salt.
Take it on walks, feed it.
Groom it.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about that. Cooper.
Nope. You
He
don't.
just pops back.
Rick,
Yeah.
can I be honest?
Yeah.
If you could describe food as their relation to bounds, this is out. It's out of bounds.
That's out of bounds.
It's out of bounds.
I got more. We're not out of food.
Oh, it's a compliment. It's very good.
Oh, thank you.
It's
Yes.
a common expression
Yes.
where I'm from. I forget local dialects.
Ah, yes.
Out of bounds.
It's weird because when I hear common, I think in Dwarvish. It doesn't come out the same.
You just
How
said
does it
that in
come out?
Dwarvish.
And...
I didn't understand it.
Oh, I think we're...
Thank you.
Alright.
All right.
Oh, shall we resume my training, Dick?
Yes. Just the way you worded it. For me, Ted, not Dick. So yes, you resume your training. And you guys continue on your trip towards Brickon's homestead with a horse aboard.
Horse, of course.
The horse, providing the most wonderful smells on your trek. Below deck is not a very big space, so now you have gouger leaf, patchouli oil, and horse to contend with, along with Rick. Smell. And like sea brine.
The deck is
up
just...
into
The deck is
crow's
just
nest,
such,
and that's where I
so
live now.
relaxing on deck.
Yep.
I'm just gonna live my life out
And
here.
like little like spent ale, like the leftover stuff that like Barry hasn't cleared out of his ale cannon. It's great. It's a wonderful smell.
I got some supplies and I go live in the crow's nest now.
Smells like college.
It kind of does.
So with that, we will take a short break here, folks. Thank you to the new subscriptions
Oh,
and everyone
yeah.
hanging out. Thank you to the 500-bit donation for the rope handle check.
Woo! Thank you.
Yeah. I can't make this shit up, folks.
We can though.
We can.
Did it.
Yep. So we will be right back in a short bit here. Enjoy. Welcome back, everyone. Hello. This is Evrand. We're back from our short break, as far as short as we, shorter on the shorter end for us.
Yeah.
Again, working on, we've been working to get everything set up with lights and audio issues resolved, and now we're working on updated notifications and stream alerts and overlays. After that will be the return to coming up with stuff we can put on during our breaks, so that way you guys have some content to keep you entertained while we go get coffee and that kind of stuff. So,
Oh yeah, I forgot we were doing that.
yeah, we kind of started it, and then half the people were just like, let's refilm it. So we'll just refilm it.
I crushed it on my first try.
Yeah, well, now you get a chance to do it again.
It's hard to improve on perfection, but I'll try.
Well, you could just use your own.
We'll see.
Anyway, so also I'm working on. I know I've been talking about it, and we have basically beta rolled out the charge.
I got a charge.
I got a charge.
I have a charge.
Yes,
Relic.
the charges and the reliquary, and it's pretty much it's like 75% rolled out, but we are working, or I'm working to come up with a better version of a tracker. Problem is, it's a completely custom creation, and I need to see if this is something that my limited knowledge of CSS programming will allow me to do, or I need to find someone who does this and hire them to do it.
Always a
The tricky part is finding someone who, like, this isn't a common, like, if I want someone to make me edited videos or to make me transitions or effects or overlays, that's easier, but custom Twitch bot integration is, from what I understand, a relatively small market of the creative space. So you need to, like, I don't even know how to go about finding those people. So if you know internet, you will get at me in the comments and let me know.
Get at them.
So,
Jinx, Jinx, not going.
to the comments about the chairs, that's just Jake's coat or sweater over his chair. But everybody has their chairs. Chairs are all here in all the different colors that everybody requested.
Mine's purple, trust me.
So, Jake's is black. Pat's is the newest one here. It's blue. Nice. And I put armrests on mine. You can't see them, but they're here.
Are they blue armrests?
No, they're black. They were all black. So, alright. So you guys are sailing now back on the sea after a brief stop after a storm impact put a dent in the Fighting Mongoose's hull. And you continue onwards towards Brickon Homestead in what has been described as a drive-by look for a dragon crater. Basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically.
If there's no dragon crater and it looks like Brickon's Homestead, then we can stop.
Alright.
I don't think Brickon's Homestead is actually on the coast, is it? Or
It's not on the coast, but it has access to the coast. Like,
Yeah,
the
that's
town
where
itself is
Yeah, it's where we found the meat chip.
the main town in a very, maybe Dungeon Fog, I'll get to that. Maybe I'll get an updated map, just a zoomed in version, but in a very rough estimate. Here's like city proper, here's like coast. There is there's lanes and stuff going there, and there is scattered about buildings and things between there, so you can get to the coast, but it's not like right on the water.
gotcha.
At least the worsted put another hole in the hull. Give it time.
I thought that's where that was going. When you
No.
said that it slammed into the side of the ship,
That
I
would
was
have
like,
been
"If-
hilarious.
And make another hole in the ship.
Hilarious.
Gross.
But anyway, so you guys are continuing your sailing adventures onward. We'll say that it'll take you, say, the dawn of the third day. You'll make it.
24 hours remaining.
Yes, till Dragon Impact.
Yeah.
So the first day goes by. 2 days left.
Okay.
The first cup. So I need somebody who's keeping watch during the day.
Owl.
Owl can make me a perception check to warn you guys of incoming danger.
Based on sight.
Sure.
don't see shit. An 8.
Oh, well, Owl's there.
He is.
And he's flying there. Look at him go.
He's doing the best that he can do.
What time is it?
9:37 in the morning.
All right.
Or best guess, because you guys don't have sundials or digital clocks.
Yeah.
So somewhere around there.
All right, so I'm cleaning up breakfast.
That sounds reasonable. What do we got for water? Here. Underwater.
Oatmeal. Excuse me. Sleepy. With dried diced apples. A little bit of cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good. Have you been reading a lot of like Game of Thrones? I'm just curious.
No, just
You do have a pretty good focus on food.
been cooking more lately.
Oh, okay, alright. Interesting.
Yeah, the things that George R.R. Martin is best at describing are...
Sex, food, and violence.
I was gonna leave out the violence.
Yeah.
He's pretty good at describing violence.
He's okay. A lot of the times I feel like they skip over the beefy parts of the battle. It's been a while since I read the books.
Okay.
To be honest.
Right.
I don't remember the battle bits as much as the others.
Sex
The
and
sex
food.
bits.
Mostly the food bits.
Yeah.
Mostly the food.
is so descriptive.
It is, and it all sounds very good.
I'm often hungry
Yeah.
for that.
I just remember, this is a fun story for the internet, listening to the audiobooks, and it was like a spicy scene between Cersei and some other girl, and then I realized that I was getting kind of into it, and it was an old British man reading it to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Roy Dutrice reading me this book, and I was
Rest in peace.
yeah.
Yep.
Fine. Yeah. Yep. I got taken away in the story.
Yeah, man. Sometimes
Lost myself.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
awkward Roy Dutrice moment.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing like.
Fun fact, Zeus on the later seasons of Hercules' Legendary Journeys, Roy Dutrice.
Oh.
So now you can get a face to the
To go with
voice.
my erection.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
So, Owl sees shit
Yeah.
today.
Yeah. Things look good.
Nighttime.
Al says things are good.
Should have Owl keep watch during nighttime. Nocturnal creature.
He doesn't sleep ever. He's a magical creature.
Oh, look at that.
Always watching.
So is Dad.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
You should find that.
You said it's nighttime?
thank you.
Yes.
Can Al make another perception check?
Sure can.
I'll take a watch at night.
19.
Perception check.
15. Not the best.
No, not the best. But
According to this,
do what?
the thing that you sent me.
Well, that would be the thing that I sent you. So I would imagine that I had the forethought that raptors wouldn't really. Does he have anything with perception?
It's there's this. Back up.
Because I may shift. I may give you a little benefit here.
Senses, passive perception, 13.
Okay.
Yeah, proficiency in perception.
I would give him advantage on perception checks related to smell.
Got the big ugly bird nose.
If Jurassic Park velociraptors are to be believed. Unless it's in a kitchen or an Indoraptor in a museum, then
Guess well shit.
Kids right there. Don't smell them. Or like T-Rex literally sniffing your face and blowing your hat off your head. Fuck.
Nothing here.
Don't know where they're at.
Their vision's based on movement. Not true. It is in that universe.
Yeah, but he... Nope. Anyway.
plot armor. It's invincible.
Yeah,
Fair.
yeah, I suppose. So, okay, so you guys on the deck, you Owl and you Rick. Owl kind of gets the, like, thinks, I don't know how Owl tells you of things, but like, it thinks it saw something.
Guys, there might be something. Guys, there might be something. Owl thinks it sees something. Over there-ish.
Yeah,
Over
like,
there.
Over there.
Over there-ish.
Alright.
So keep an eye out.
I'll keep an eye out over there.
Should I bullseye lantern you?
Sure.
Bullseye lantern. I look over there-ish.
Alright, make me a perception check.
Yeah, ship passing in there.
Lucky. Exactly the same. 17.
Okay. You for a moment you think as you're like moving to turn away with the light to look elsewhere, you think you saw the shimmer of something, as though something was there, but maybe not there.
Under the water?
On the boat.
On the boat?
Like a predator's active camo kind of a thing. If that makes
Something
sense.
invisible.
Shit, I think I saw something, but I might not have seen something. Everyone,
Yeah.
focus up. Dick, get Barry up here. And everyone do the shit that you do.
Do I smell anything?
Make me a perception check.
Ah, fuck, it smells like horse.
Does Chad Cooper smell anything?
Pat Cooper can make me a perception check at advantage.
Do I add this to his 13?
No, that's his
Or
passive.
That's
You had
his
it.
passive. Oh, I lied. He got a 10 on the roll, so 13.
Okay. He doesn't. He smells worse.
Yeah, he just smells worse.
Me too.
I think we all do.
Alright.
All right. So.
Alright.
Did everybody roll for
something,
initiative?
Yeah, it's like
9.
11.
23.
21.
This all makes sense. Very soon I won't be able to be surprised though.
What'd you get, Rick?
9.
Should I?
Me too, maybe.
Yeah? Think about it. Alert.
I'm still on the fence about what to do at 8 and 10. Either 2 feats that bump up my intelligence and my con, or a stat boost for both of them, and then
Resilient con.
yeah, it would be resilient con, and then either Arcanist or the nature skill feat. And yeah, or alert, and then just a +1 to both.
Both options.
The thing that we're fighting is invisible, right?
Well,
Or so you think.
So like, I can't see where to punch. Like, I don't know where this thing is.
That's the problem we're about to have.
Yeah.
All right. So, everybody on deck? How does that work?
I'm on deck.
You're on deck.
I feel like I called everyone on deck when I hit.
I was gonna be on the stairs so that nothing could go below deck.
Protect the horse.
You gotta protect that horse!
Oh boy. Okay. Well, let's just go with a D4. Rick.
Ha!
I was going there anyway.
Alright.
Rick, you watch as a beam of moonlight comes from somewhere on deck, hurled toward you.
Oh,
And what's your AC? 18?
18.
19. So you will take some damage. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
19.
You take 18 points of cold damage as this impacts you, and you are not blinded.
Alright.
And then Oz.
Yes.
Is a 20 hit?
It does indeed.
Okay, you will take 21 points of cold damage.
Oh.
And I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
A 19.
Okay. You are also not blinded.
Good.
You also notice, or don't, depending on how you want to look at it, that whatever it is has not been revealed due to its invisibility.
Alright.
You hear this skittering
Oh,
movement
shit.
of movement about the deck
Not skittering.
in some direction. Brina.
And Dad Cooper try to sniff it out again, like where it is? Like, can we tell where this thing is?
You
We just heard
can.
skittering, but
Yeah, Tad Cooper could make a perception check. This will be his action to do so.
Cause like, question:
Okay.
how would it follow mechanically? Like, if he's able to sniff it out, would I be able to go hit it?
And I mean,
Because he could speak my brain and be like,
Yes.
"Hey, over there."
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna try to do that.
Okay. I'll make a stat check.
22.
Okay, yeah, Tad Cooper kind of like does that whole velociraptor sniff and kind of points you in a general direction, and you think you have a, based on his feedback, you think you know where it is.
I'm gonna go try to hit it.
Okay, go ahead.
Murder it.
You have disadvantage on the attack because you can't see it.
Just kill it in one punch.
Also, it's dark out. You can't see in the dark.
16.
16 actually hits, yeah.
Cool.
Punch that thing. Right, it's June.
Wait, there's what?
June.
I thought that's what you said.
10 points of punching damage.
Alright, you feel the impact. And yeah, you hit into this thing and it feels oh, okay. You feel as though it doesn't do the amount of damage you're used to doing when you hit, like, you hit something, but it almost feels as though you're not hitting anything. Like, so it's there, but not there, as if it's in between realities.
Guys, this thing feels like it's in between realities.
Ah, yes, I know what that feels
What
like.
does that mean?
I'm gonna try to hit it again.
Okay, still at disadvantage.
I'm gonna use a key point to make it a stunning strike.
Stunning.
Okay.
Ah. Good call.
19.
That hits.
And it has to make a con save.
Roll your damage first.
Punch that thing.
Oh, boom. 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Bam.
He has to make a, what kind of save? Come on.
Con.
Ooh, 24.
Ooh.
Gee.
What is it against? What my
Wisdom
my
plus 8 plus proficiency bonus.
There's no answer.
Yeah,
So, okay. Yeah, well, what else would you like to do? That was your action.
no.
Beautiful. Yeah, you do.
What?
Yeah, you do. Never mind.
I do what?
You do.
Do
You
I?
can always make one attack as a bonus
do.
action without
The do.
Without spending
spending a key point.
No, you
It's
do.
one key point for
Are you
two,
sure?
Okay.
but
Ah,
one you can always make
Yes.
one without.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more.
Okay. At disadvantage still.
Natural 20. Oh, it's disadvantage. Damn it! The one time I get a natural 20 and I can't use it.
Damn.
14.
14 misses.
Yeah, sure.
You are also lucky, I will remind you. I'm just reminding you.
Oh, is it? I just re-roll the one, right?
Just re-roll. You re-roll one.
The 14.
You roll one. You don't re-roll.
Yeah, you roll one and you can sub it in for one of
those two.
If you want to.
Yeah.
18. So
you're gonna sub the 18 on the die you just rolled. What'd
On
you
the
roll?
14.
I rolled a 20 and then a 5.
And then the third die.
And then the third die was a 9.
So you sub that in for the 5, making it 18,
Yeah.
so it hits. Yeah. Lucky basically can counteract disadvantage in that respect.
It's nice
8
because you
points.
can, if both of your rolls are garbage, then you don't have to reroll. Well,
Yeah.
How much damage? Sorry.
8.
8. Okay. So, let's see here. Nope. Okay, then it is Oz's turn.
It's there. I can feel it.
Sure.
I kind of feel it.
Alright. I'm gonna run over there and attempt to booming blade.
Okay. So that disadvantage.
Oh, 19 and 17 on the rolls.
Nice.
So 26.
26 hits.
Nice.
Nice. So
It's not sneak attack because you have disadvantage on the roll.
that's a good thing I did booming blade.
Yeah, good thing.
are you fucking kidding me? This is better than I roll.
With sneak attack.
Fuck on it. Duck.
Fuck
Fuck on that duck.
right on top of that duck.
Not
18
fucking
damage.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Look at you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Again,
Yeah, little buddy.
Almost max damage.
and that's thunder. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, you don't feel like even your attacks are doing full damage.
Not even the magical sword attacks.
What if I breathe fire on
And it...
We don't know.
Find
it? But
out.
we're on a ship.
And the boat.
But like that's why I
So
didn't
you
do
hit
it.
into this, and you also... Even though it made no sense what she said,
Now I get it.
you get it. And having recently experienced something similar, it reminds you of when you went incorporeal on that horse.
It's like that horse, guys. My horse. Not my horse, because I'm not an idiot, but the horse I rode.
So what can we do?
I don't know.
So, how much damage? You said 18?
Yeah.
Pour some suffering glue on
Okay,
that.
hold on. That is a fail. Wait, 18?
Mm.
So 18. So it would still be a 9. Oh, passes. Concentration check stays up. Damn. Anything else?
Nope.
Wave.
I'm gonna activate chill plate, action surge, go try and swing at it with disadvantage.
Chill plate was a bonus action to activate?
I thought it was a full action.
Sure. It is. Now.
Double check it.
Maybe it was a bonus action.
Know
Double
your
check
roll.
it.
It's been a while since I had to use it.
You also feel...
One bonus action. Activate an icy barrier for 1 minute, which grants you 5 temporary hit points at the start of each turn.
Well, that's
And
nice.
any attack made against those temporary hit points results in 1d8 of cold damage.
You feel a pulsating warmth coming from Vigilance in the direction of where they're hitting this creature.
Guys, it's undead, I believe. Fiend.
Don't worry, it's easy. It's just a fiend.
Weak.
I'm
Fiend's
going
a
to attack
tradition.
it with disadvantage, and I'm going to get a 18.
18 hits.
And it's an extra d8 because it's max damage for 24.
24.
Wow.
Still cut in half. And,
Try it again.
yeah, well, hang on. Let's see if it fails its concentration check.
Hopefully.
Ooh, nope, 19 on the roll.
And try it again. Ooh, at disadvantage.
It's only been 3 years, Celine.
That's a
Come on.
12.
I know.
How much?
12, so that'll miss.
12 will miss, yes.
But then I'm going to action surge.
Okay, 2
Maybe
more.
just try really
use-
hard.
And that's an 18.
And
Just
don't
use a
use
different.
orange
I was gonna
dye.
just use a different die.
I was gonna say don't use orange.
23.
Bless you.
23. Okay. Let me make another concentration check.
Like a
That's
monster.
that's pretty good.
2 8s and then 8 and 7.
Natural 20.
And then one last time.
I'm on tonight, guys. Sorry.
For 19.
What if you just switched it off?
And this time only for 17.
17.
But still.
Pretty good.
Yeah, the food can come.
Different die. 19.
Maybe wear gloves or something? So
Celine, you might as well ask the sun not to rise.
put something on the table.
It's always been like this. Yeah. It's never not been like this.
There's no
Use a dice tower maybe. Roll a bunch
So
there.
there's a 5, but 2 natural 20s and
2 20s
18.
and 18.
Do you guys feel like you also roll
Do you
way better when you
sacrifice to the D&D gods on a regular basis?
No.
Harold's awful. He's the worst.
Oh yeah? Because I feel like I definitely roll better as a DM than I do as a player.
I mean, there is. I've even tried it with a tower. The video where I reviewed that dice tower, I rolled 3 consecutive natural 20s out of the tower.
Again, do you make blood sacrifices to the D&D gods on a regular basis?
I'm not at liberty to say.
We've
decided.
Sean.
We've all been there, and we've at least out of the 5 of us,
that looks
3 of us have somehow over the course of our D&D careers become beholden, and I would even argue as far as to say favored of fictional Dungeons and Dragons gods.
Oh yeah.
It's a shame.
Mishra, Timora, and Ilmater.
Make it through.
So
We need
we've
characters
got
to vote to a god.
magic
When I need it.
magic in very rare situations, luck, and suffering. And endurance.
Endurance.
Endurance. I'm sorry. It is endurance.
That's
but
the
it's,
secret.
It's
So I just need a
suffering to
character
endure.
that's dedicated to a god and earn favor.
I mean, we're 3 living
I
examples
was gonna
of
say
this.
that kind of works.
Anyway,
Gotta get toasted.
so you feel, and it feels good, and you feel.
Those are Norse gods, right?
While
Yeah.
vigilance is not a sentient flail, it does provide a warmth to you as you strike into this. It feels right, and you also know that the downside is that you didn't. It will lose its magical abilities till you know, if it's not slain within so much time.
I should have brought it.
So, anything else? That was your bonus action. Okay, Rick.
And then I'm gonna go up and attack recklessly. That's the way they fight invisible things.
Are you bonus action sword or rage?
I'm gonna bonus action rage.
I mean, it's Norse based.
Here we go.
Yeah, but in my life I don't have to pick a Norse god.
16.
16 is the number.
Alright. Oh, Titan's Blade.
I thought you would enjoy that.
Normal sword coaster. Not sword coaster.
12.
12 points.
12 points of
Real
damage.
easy.
Titan's Blade style damage.
6 points.
But
But
one of those gods, but you
concentration
can
check.
choose from
It could
Norse
fail.
gods or Greek gods, right?
No.
Nope, those are all.
I'm gonna
Well,
attack
not natural,
a second time.
No, I know.
Yeah.
The point is to pick a
I'm gonna
character
miss.
that's favored by a D&D.
Fair.
Yeah, but
Attack.
we only play one.
It's
I
Barry's
know, it's
turn.
not that ideal.
All right, Barry, you can do it, Barry.
It's the next character. If I can do my old man.
Barry surveys the situation,
Reckless stick.
and Dick says, Barry, I think these guys could use a little help. And Barry kind of whirls and spins.
Dick is so calm in a crisis.
You can do it. You can do it.
Do what? You can do it. Do what?
Whatever you like.
Oh, that's what the Prophet Jarwell says.
Mm-hmm.
And you watch as, while it doesn't seem to do anything, a blast of ale shoots forth and coats this thing. So now you can see what it is. And it is terrifying. It is 10 feet tall. It is some large, like gangly, skeletal almost creature that has it's kind of in wyvern style arms with full claws attached to wings, a long tail with spikes on the end of it, and its face kind of comes out to a lamprey-like mouth of circular sucking with holes, 4 eyes, horns, ridges down the spine, sort of like that.
Gross.
That is not what I thought that was going to be.
Ooh.
The reason I didn't bonus action disengage run away, because I was like, oh, it hit me from afar and I took a lot of damage, so it doesn't matter if I'm close. But it seems like now it might matter that I'm close.
Now it's its turn,
Good.
and it's not happy.
That's fair.
So,
What do you mean it's not happy? It's covered in ale! It's having a great day!
still invisible, but kind of. So you watch as it in like a flash of moonlight disappears and then reappears outside because you surrounded it,
Right.
and appears on the side more towards these two because they did the least amount of damage in the grand scheme of damaging, and you two were closer together.
I mean, we did good.
You didn't do bad.
Cool.
Well, depending on the layout of what you're feeding it. If I can do it without hitting cool, that means it's 10 feet tall and I can go and then like up and it not
So
hit.
it will strike out. It will
I'm
bite
gonna do that.
at you, Oz.
Maybe it'll miss.
Maybe.
But it has advantage because it's invisible. But it's covered in ale. I don't know.
Can we see it?
Kinda.
We could.
Don't tell me. It sounds like translucent.
Well, 17 without advantage.
Hits.
So that's nice. So just not an excellent thing. So you're not. So you will take 9 points of piercing damage as it bites into you.
And I'm gonna take 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Then it's going to claw at you as well. For a 16?
Miss.
Okay. And then it's going to whip its tail around and slap it at Brina.
Ow!
And Brina does an 18 hit you.
Yeah, that's the number.
So you will take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as it lashes out with this tail. And seeing as how it doesn't seem to be gaining any benefit from its invisibility, I guess, arguable, it drops its invisibility. However, it is the way the moonlight shines down upon it, it kind of seems to be phasing in and out of reality, which you get the feeling now, having seen this, that even though your attacks may be magical, the nature of its ability to be in and out of this plane and another is what's causing the hits to not do as much damage. That's its turn, Brina. Oh, and since you asked, I don't know if this will be visible for you guys, but there you go.
Wait, can I breathe fire on it and have it not hit the ship?
Angle it up.
Like,
Yeah.
by angle up?
Yeah. You see, it said it's 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
Sure, that would make sense.
Cool, then, do that.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage.
It's too bad it's ale and not a more serious spirit. Take that one. And this one. Twice as good as I expect.
Okay, you kind of drop low and breathe at an upward cone to avoid the mast of the ship, the sail, and hit this creature without any of your friends. Yes?
When it
Yes.
did it boom? Because it
Um,
moved voluntarily. I don't know if that counts.
it did, but it teleported, so
Yeah.
I don't think that counts.
Okay.
Because it didn't I don't know.
That's fair. It's a fair interpretation.
Well, we can
Because it wouldn't prompt opportunity attacks.
No, but that's not into the wording. We'll say it doesn't now, and we'll make a ruling on it after this. Decide in case it comes the other way. And you hit it, and the flames just wreathe off of it, and it takes no damage. And you recall Wave's comment about how it is a fiend. Well, Brina probably doesn't know that. Actually, I don't know. You wouldn't, because you don't remember. Actually, you might, because that's a kind of like a thing.
Yeah, but ice devils.
True.
Ice devils don't have any immunity to fire.
I think they do.
Okay, well, I'm wrong.
I'll check, but anyway, continue.
Oh, alright. Well then.
So that was your action.
So then, fuck. Just stink.
Okay, there you go. Fair enough. So that was Brina's turn. Oz.
What do you guys think? Attack or Tasha's hideous laughter? Probably gonna pass, but if it fails, it's gonna be great for the two of you.
Immune to cold, fire, and poison, ice devils.
Fair. Ted's been rolling really well today, so in that case, am going to
Cast Tasha's hideous.
Booming Blade.
Oh, okay. And run away?
First Owl, Kaka. He's getting into the fray.
Oh, Ted Cooper.
Oh, next time.
Lucky.
Don't forget about your horse.
23 to hit.
We leaped off the deck.
Shit!
No! I'm sorry, Marcy! Was that to hit? I'm sorry.
Yes, 20.
Yeah, that hits.
There we go. That's the and we're
That's
back.
more like you.
And we're back.
18.
Unfortunately.
11.
5, 9. 4 is 13.
19.
19.
19 damage?
Yep. 3 more d6s. 1 more point of damage.
Dude, you can do better.
You need to get those charges. You need that ultimate bad.
You do. And I bonus action, disengage, and I run away behind Brickon Wave. I'm gonna do a power slide between Rick's legs and pop up on the other side. Like, this hurts. I don't like it.
Yeah. Wave. Your turn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit it.
Okay.
And it's
Regular
hold
now?
on.
Or is it still?
It's a regular strike.
Wait, what was twisting?
18.
I'm resistant to piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning for a turn.
Or 17.
Because if I do boom boom,
Attack it again.
I can only do 2 hits. Then
Natural 1.
Ooh, do you have any rerolls or things you want to use? I don't know what you have.
I think you do.
Don't think I do.
Just have that one charge.
the same for the 1 turn if I just did. So I might as well. And then get extra damage going forward.
You might as well do that on your first turn.
Advantage.
No. Usually I do.
Yeah, but
I
usually.
couldn't see it, so I didn't want to look.
No. I guess that's it.
Okay. I hope it don't fly
Add
away.
extra hits.
Right.
Hits.
I am going to attack it recklessly. Alright, for an 18. But before I do that, I'm going to do a bonus action, Titan Blade.
Okay.
And then I'm going to roll a 19 damage.
That hits, I assume?
Yeah. Sorry, 18 to hit.
Yeah. Okay, 19 damage.
And then I'm going to do it again. With a 22 to hit. There's good damage. It was going to happen eventually.
Statistically, it needed to.
For 24 damage.
Okay, and how would you like to do this?
I would like to, as I stick the Titan Blade into its cone-shaped sucker mouth, and then and make it bigger.
Yeah, you watch as this thing's head just erupts in demon blood, devil blood, I guess, everywhere. splatters the deck, and then it freeze frames almost in that as the blood spray is coming everywhere, and then it just kind of into like moonlight particles.
Oh,
Where the hell did that thing come from?
the moon. I don't know. I just made that up, and then I dropped the. I'm gonna see if I can hold on to it. Natural 20.
Well, you hang on to it.
You're holding on
Brings it
to.
up.
You're holding on to the shit out of that, Rick.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
That was badass.
Yeah.
That was a fun move. All right.
So good night.
Yeah, I want to take the fourth watch today.
Does that mean no, because it's already nighttime.
So, I want to take the fourth watch. I called dibs. Fourth watch. Dibs. Called it.
I'll go first.
Night.
Okay.
Okay.
Go second.
The rest of the watches go by uneventfully.
Third watch.
Fourth watch goes by uneventfully as well. Just wake up the next morning.
That was bracing.
So it's been 4 days now.
Yeah, this is the beginning of the third day.
Yeah.
How many days was it supposed to take us to get there?
We'll get
They're
there.
arriving, or getting closer to the woods surrounding Brickon's homestead.
And head out, look for a crater.
Yeah, sounds good.
What the hell was that thing last night?
No idea.
Some kind of sparkly diamond. There's a sparkly night fiend.
Okay.
It was tough.
Yeah, the thing was.
You
Not fun.
can make me a religion check, and you can too, just because you
Holy
have
shit.
been in a library.
25.
Wow.
All right.
18 and a plus 1 with guidance.
Okay, so between the two of you, discussing what you think it could be, Wave's impact that it was. I just opened
I thought
the
it was
page.
like a bad dream.
Who was?
This, your best guess, would be a lunar devil.
Oh.
They are basically supposedly lazy as far as devils go. They have the ability to kind of move around. When in moonlight, they are at their strongest, giving them the ability to be incorporeal, teleport, things like that. Excellent vision in total darkness. They like to try and corrupt druids and other moon-worshipping creatures, but you also know that they frequently befriend dark fae creatures.
Oh.
That's what you know.
Oh, cool. Let's avoid those in the future.
Yeah.
Alright, Dick, show me the ropes.
Okay, so you guys are getting closer to Brickon's homestead, and you're sending Owl out to make perception checks.
Yeah, he's gonna fly out in front, go closer to that whole area. And in this time, I'm gonna look through its eyes until I can't.
Okay, fair enough. So you lose. So you say, "Dick, show me the ropes," and then you immediately go blind.
Yeah, that's all I got.
That's just confirming.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, tell me the ropes. I'm gonna sit here for a while.
Plus 1, Sean.
7, I think. He has a +3.
Yep.
Are you confirming or saying that you also think that?
I agree with you.
Wrong. Plus 4.
+3. 17.
With plus 1.
Oh, cool. So that.
18. 18. Yeah. So you're basically getting through the woods area and kind of the area around the coast before you lose sight. But what you can see is the docks there's not as many docks as you remember. but you don't see any boats at the dock
Oh.
area. And then basically as you're flying towards more of the central town is where your vision with Owl will terminate, but you do get a brief look of it, and you can see that there are some buildings that you remember being there are not there. And you don't see a dragon, at least not at the moment, but there's signs that something has changed here.
Don't see people.
I relay that.
Well, I mean,
Do you see
he's
people?
far out from the actual
Oh,
town
okay,
itself,
okay.
but
I relay that. Fewer docks, some buildings are missing,
Nope.
something happened.
No people or bodies.
Not that I didn't see any, but if there were some, I might not have seen them, if that makes sense. Like, just because I didn't see them doesn't mean they weren't there.
Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you.
In fact, then you have the most reason to be paranoid.
Yeah. Let's bring the ship in.
Let's bring the ship closer.
Okay.
When we get within a mile... Well, when we get closer, I'm going to send out Owl again. So I can see through his eyes. To get a better look. But yeah, let's get closer. Dick, how do I do this? Show me ropes. What's
so he continues to show you.
So I just showed you.
No, he just told me I was
No.
blind.
So he continues to show you. You can make me a intelligence check.
11.
Okay.
Yeah, 11.
Yeah, you're like, you're not 100% sure why you're doing what you're doing, but you see the process.
Cool. That's not nothing.
Gonna make a nice bean and seaweed soup for lunch.
Mmm.
It's lighter, it's fresh. Got some
Good.
bread to go with it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Roll a
What's
19 on
What's the broth base?
What? Seaweed.
That makes broth?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, seaweed's 50% sea, 50% weed.
Boom.
Great.
It's not clever, but I'm not.
Wrong week, sorry.
I'm just quoting SpongeBob.
Alright. Bring a thing. Eating the soup. It's fine. It's beans. It's fine.
Good soup.
Anyway, so you guys are about a mile out. Now, what's your plan? Because one, you're on a boat, so even if you decide, it's fast, but it's not super fast. So, if you don't have any indication that you've been spotted at all. But if you were, you're on open sea. So I don't know I just want to get an idea of what your plan is, how you're going to approach this whole scenario.
Okay. Here's my thought. I give Owl a note for the captain. I forget his name. What was your captain's name?
Grizzly.
Captain Grizzly?
Maddox.
Thank you. Captain Maddox. Something like, Captain Maddox. This is Wave and his companions. Should we dock? Just tell the owl. Because I can see and hear through its face. Send Owl in. I'm not that little bit. Send Owl in. If he finds Captain Maddox, I'll tell him to deliver the note.
Did Owl meet Captain Maddox?
I'll be seeing through his eyes.
Well, it's only up. Is it up to a mile? I thought it was 100 feet.
I think we look this up regularly. I'm pretty sure it's a mile too.
Oh, look at me. I just bought a fucking horse.
Communicate up to a mile. See through its eyes.
Communicate with it telepathically up to 100 feet. You can use an action. It doesn't say. Additionally, as an action, you can see through your familiar's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of your next turn, gaining the benefits of any special senses that your familiar has. During this time, you are deaf and blind in regard to your own senses. It doesn't say... it's in the same paragraph as the 100 feet, but it doesn't say that that's a thing.
So I will caveat that. Find steeds within a mile. Find
Okay.
familiars 100 feet. And just to round out that conversation while we are here. Voice of the Chain Master, communicate telepathically anywhere on the same plane of existence. So for familiars, for warlocks. So find familiars only 100 feet.
For communicating telepathically.
Right, and I would imagine seeing through his eyes too. I think it's the same scenario. Yeah.
Okay. Well, telepathically, I will describe Captain Maddox to him.
Okay.
This is what he looks like. If you see him, sorry to note.
Dear Captain Maddox, this is Wave and his companions. We are on a ship outside of town. Should we dock? Please check 1. Yes, no, maybe. 3 boxes.
Oh, God, I hope he doesn't pick maybe.
Al, give this Captain Maddox. He looks kind of grizzly and he has a beard.
That's
Don't
a lot
you
of
guys-
people Brickon's
don't-
Homestead.
Don't you have the,
Oh, what's the insignia? For
It's
the
an
whole
iron
ship.
cross.
Show me.
It's right here.
Al, it looks like that. If you see a dude with a big beard that's wearing that, give him this. Got it?
Yeah.
Cool. Away! Fluttery thing!
Apple flies away.
Cool. So let's chill here for, I don't know, an hour, and if we don't hear back, it's because it's probably dead and we'll go away.
What? No, if we chill here for an hour and it's dead, we go check it out.
What? Why?
But, because that's what you gotta do.
Well, why?
This is...
Because the entrance to Carrick Fair is my other 3 days away from Brickon's homestead.
Yeah, but the door's too small for a dragon. So Carrick Farron's safe-ish.
Safe-ish is not as safe as I would like it to be.
I mean, I feel like the much bigger problem is the underground war,
Fair.
which we walked away from.
What?
Wait, what?
What are you talking about?
There's a war underground?
The war that we met you during.
No, I don't remember that.
You do?
I don't.
Oh, well, that's a thing that you led us away from.
Oh, well, it must have been bad then. Maybe you're right.
It was terrible. We all died.
Brain good now. I don't remember
You're all,
that either.
you all died?
Yeah,
Well, why are you here?
we got better.
From death.
Okay, I see what you're doing. You're thinking about it. What you gotta do, don't think about it.
I think I died twice. That's why I can't remember it well.
Oh.
Potentially. I was only there for... Oh, no.
The Sturgis.
Yeah, you had a day.
I was a god for a short while there.
Yes, he was also a god. So yes, no, if it dies, we leave, because we almost got taken out by a dude on a shark with some friends. There's no way we could take out a dragon.
But what if the dragon's not there? Maybe we could go to Brickon's house and take his armor.
Why would I want to do that?
Why? Because so we could sell it?
No.
I almost die for a profit.
Yes.
When I say it like that, it sounds totally like something I would do.
I know.
But no!
What if he has like a really cool magic dagger?
What if he has that spell book that you could learn? these
No.
spells?
All of these reasons are no. I'm not risking a dragon attack in case he has some shit.
Alright, so we just need the dragon to shore.
I will actually
What's that
slip away
Throw him off the boat.
into the distance, and you will never see me again. And I'll kill your horse before I go. Yeah, you'll never find me. You might find me. You're good at finding things, but it'll be here. I am. Look at me. Yeah. So I think we should go with my plan. And if Owl dies,
If there's a owl dies.
if there's a dead owl in our future,
You go
then we
ashore.
go
The dragon.
and
I'm
not gonna-
definitely not going to fight the dragon. I agree with that.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
down to go check out the town, regardless, but not to like confront the dragon.
Why would we, if we...
But if there's a dragon, why would you risk going to
heard-
town if you might confront a dragon?
It's like, that's a great reason. That is awesome, Rita. Thank you.
Where are we?
Alright, fine, we'll skip it. I mean, I hope we're skipping it.
No, that's not what I said!
If Owl's dead, we skip it.
And go
To Gowager.
to Gowager. Okay, yeah.
Alright.
This place?
Not this one.
No, it's a different one. It would have, the other one would have different horns.
Oh.
Forward horns.
Not.
Those one's a special one. Not only do I have a slew of specially printed dragons, I also now have a whole bunch of really cool, unique dragons. Which this one may or may not be. I haven't decided.
You know, Internet, and that's because Ted
Hates us.
Love dragons. This is crazy. Dragons.
Wild.
Why the dragons?
Kappa dragons and rust dragons and all sorts of dragons.
Anyway, we're gonna stop there for tonight, Internet.
Fair.
It's a good stopping point. Next week we will come back to see what happens, whether the party goes and tries to steal Brickon's armor from his house / museum. You've been there, and your innate ability, you know that his house is bereft with magic.
Bereft.
They have on display his armor, his Morning Star, and his shield, all of which are like, your eyes almost bleed with the amount of magic exuded from them.
Bleeding eye magic. Pat. Think
As
that.
though artifact level in some cases.
Ooh.
But describe to me how that helps Oz.
Cool new stuff.
We could take them and sell them.
I can't use any of that stuff.
Can you use anything?
These objects are priceless, so we will never get nearly as much money as they're worth. And also, we are about, I'm gonna guess, 500 miles from anyone with enough money to make it worth our while.
Except the doors.
Yeah, but we might have to go through the dragon place to get there. They don't have the money.
What do you mean they don't have the money?
They were brought from the war.
They
Yeah,
weren't broke.
they're not broke, but like all of their resources are going to the war.
Yeah, and you think they would put their...
stuff.
Yeah,
first
it was
off...
like, what did you asked for a diamond, right?
And they were like, no.
Yeah.
they totally provided that diamond.
Yeah, they said.
They just needed to pull somebody from the front in order to have them come do the ritual.
I don't remember that. Like I believe you that it happened.
Yeah, that's how it happened.
Yeah, they needed someone from the front lines to cast Raise Dead.
Oh.
Bring her back.
Oh.
They provided.
Which was a huge mistake.
Yeah,
by
in
the way.
hindsight. In hindsight, we should have left her dead. She abandoned you, man.
Hey, guy.
12.
Okay, that would have been
Just
great.
gonna let you. Alright, Internet, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you follow us on Instagram,
All the
Twitter,
platforms.
all that stuff. Facebook,
Yelp.
Tumblr,
YouTube.
not Yelp.
Food review. Google Plus.
Food Review's not a website.
It should be though.
It's not.
It could be.
It's called Yelp. You already said
I
Yelp.
said both of them.
You did, but
Yelp's not just for food.
It's
Is
true.
it not? I don't know.
No.
Angie's
Yelp
List.
for other stuff. Craigslist.
Craigslist.
Anyone's list.
We're on
Craigslist.
MySpace.
MySpace.
I made a MySpace account. Just so
Yeah.
I could say that we have it.
So be sure to follow us at Nerd Immersion on all those things.
LinkedIn.
Probably.
We're not on LinkedIn.
Not yet, but
Mostly
soon.
because if I was on LinkedIn, then it would be linked to me, and then everybody I know that I work with would then also know.
Yeah.
We don't want them to know.
Nah.
And it's not that I don't want them to know. It's just when I'm consistently posting things at work. I want them to see that I'm posting things while I'm at work.
My boss actually commented on that, on how like some of my coworkers will go on Instagram on their phone while they're working and like the Two Alice's Coffee posts, and he'll like see that and be like, "Are they not working? No, they're working." And then check the cameras, and they'll be like, "Oh, they're in the bathroom on their fucking phones."
Not
Whoa! Cameras in the bathrooms.
No, because they're not on the other cameras, so they must be in the bathrooms. It's a pretty small shop.
Maybe they're outside.
They're not.
Yes, Discord is, thank you, PD. Discord is one of the best places to get a hold of me personally. Nerd Immersion does have a Discord. but you can get a hold of me there. I also respond to Twitter DMs and Facebook messages and things like that. So if you want to get a hold of me directly, those are good ways to do it. And the three of us will be at PAX Unplugged, along with Celeste and Renee and all these other people that you know from other shows and other people I've interacted with. So you can see us there if you're around. We'll be in places. No set schedule yet. But, anyway, thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you next week where we figure out what happens to a dragon, followed by the day before Halloween evil game. So that'll be very exciting. We're going to dress up. You should too.
Yeah!
Or not. Good night, Internet.
Good night, Internet.